Man, chat. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, my people? Everybody check in. Where everybody at, man? Where the Scorpions at? Where the chat niggas at? Where you from? Hey, I'm gonna do something different tonight. I'm gonna see if this works. Let's see if this actually works. I'm gonna see if it works. Currently. Whoa, this is interesting. Wow. Just give me a second. Now, we got a lot to talk about today. I should have streamed before I went to Miami. I didn't get to stream. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Give me a second. Holy shit, this works. It works. Hey, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to try it once and for all, forever. I'm multi-streaming tonight. Okay, ew, that looks ugly. My light that's usually up there is gone. I guess that a power surge while I wasn't here. So I got to replace like a little power thingy. Anyway, I'm multi-streaming tonight, so I'm not only on Twitch. Let me get back to my shit. So only for tonight, and we'll make our judgment off of this. Only for tonight, you can see me on all platforms. I just started YouTube, so I'm streaming on my King Akademiks page. If you don't know, King Akademiks, that's the only page you can find me at. Okay, King Akademiks. I upload stream content there. I usually don't stream live on YouTube at all. I never stream live on my biggest page, the one with like 2 million or something like that. But my streaming page that you get the archive clip, YouTube clip stuff, I'm going to be streaming live tonight. So I'm streaming on, what it says right there. I'm streaming on Facebook, my official Facebook page. Not Akademiks, not DJ Akademiks, but Akademiks TV. I'm streaming on King Akademiks, the YouTube page, and I'm still on Twitch. For the people who are watching me elsewhere, sorry, I rock with Twitch. You're going to watch the Twitch. Unless y'all get more numbers, you're going to be watching Twitch. Comments go up and down. If you don't know, I'll take it off there. I can see over there. Those are Twitch comments. But if for whatever reason your lazy ass never made it over to the Twitch, you can watch me from over there. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. Unless it's a lot of y'all, I'm not really paying too much attention. Okay, sorry to say. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's going on. What everybody's in here talking about? Yeah, look at y'all, man. Twitch gonna remove my partnership? Nah, they won't. My contract with them is up. I had an exclusive contract with them is up. I do what I want now. Okay? Sorry. If Twitch want this content solo, pay me, nigga. You heard me? I mean, they do pay me, but it's like, I ain't in no fucking slave deal. The fuck? I stream where I want. It's my content. I put it where I want to put it. I put it on their platform. They don't like it. And if they don't like it, I'll bring it to YouTube's. I don't give a fuck. The fuck? I'm over here. Yo, it's Big Act. I'm sorry to tell y'all. You feel me? It's Big Act. The fuck? Anyway, somebody said stay on Twitch. I'm on Twitch, you dumbass nigga. What I'm saying is that I'm out of my exclusive contract with them. I'm out of it. It's over. I got paid. They did me well. I have no complaints. I love Twitch. However, the open market when it comes to streaming is something that has to be explored. Hence, you'll see more streams and you'll see my content elsewhere. We already upload on YouTube, but we're gonna be testing the YouTube live market as well. All right, yo, I want to get to a few things. We haven't streamed in a while. I think I had a list for y'all, and I do want y'all to spam whatever the fuck y'all want me to get to and address. We gotta address Will Smith. We have to. We got to. What the fuck was I talking about? Where is the shit I was... Oh, I got it. Somebody said, we don't care. The last Slimito is dropping soon. Yes, everybody, please. That's the only request I got from Youngboy. Youngboy hit me directly, man. He said, just tell them peoples, and he's talking about y'all, talking about his fans. Said, tell him this not no EP, because I don't know if fan pages were misconstruing it. They seen some shit and it said EP. I don't know if y'all were taking it wrong. He wants everybody to know the last slide. He was giving me some explanation, but I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm not ganged up to even understand what he was saying. Because I said, why the fuck did you name it the last slide me, though? He's like, he gave me some explanation. It sounded great. I just didn't get it. I'm like, yeah, I got you, okay? It's like his last slide. You know how he talk? He talk like, yo, I love people from Louisiana, man. I talk so nice and smooth. The last Slamito act. Like I can't even imitate it right now. But anyway, he was telling me, he was like, it's like the big, I don't know what the fuck it means. I'm sorry. I'll ask him again. If y'all want that top Akademiks interview from Utah, from wherever he at, let me know. We will go and get it. Okay. We'll talk more about Youngboy. Don't worry about it. It's my nigga. What did I want? Oh, shit. Yo, can we start on something really quick? All right, I'm going to play a clip real quick, right? And I want to salute to this guy. I was going to DM him, but I rather he sees this organically. Because when you DM niggas, sometimes niggas think, hey, you trying to suck up to them. And you know me, I don't give a fuck about an industry, nigga, ever in life. So if it gets to him, it gets to him. And I didn't reach out at all. But I fucked with how he handled this. And let me tell you about this industry. This industry is so parasitic. It's all about money. It could be never enough money. And people are usually sacrificial lamb. You sacrifice your youth, your freedom, sometimes your life, to sometimes make what you got to make on your side. But the people who also benefit, they don't give a fuck. Trust me. The people who Youngboy signed to right now and Dirk, they don't give a fuck if both of them artists die. By the way, if you ask me, those labels probably wish both of them would die. You know why? All of Dirk's masters is owned by Alamo. All of Youngboy's masters is owned by Atlantic. You know, when you die, the masters just don't go back to the family. They own it for life. Fans are going to be like, oh my God, these guys we love, they died. We're going to keep streaming their music forever. These labels are going to make a fucking killing. So in reality, these labels and these people, you know, sometimes people wrongly point blame. Yo, it's Ak. It's so-and-so who's benefiting off the beef. I'm benefiting off the beef, making 3 YouTube videos when a nigga owns all the content for this guy. What do you think? I don't even want to speak certain things into existence, but just let's just imagine any artist with 10 projects, huge songs. If they die, all them songs gonna keep coming back. That label finna make a killing. That's just how it goes. They make a killing off of that shit. So, in essence, you get to realize these labels, they don't really give 2 fucks that much about talent and artists. I notoriously covered the fact, and by the way, I'm gonna holler at Bobby again. I'm gonna bring Bobby back on Off the Record. I need Bobby Schmurd, I need you back on Off the Record. And the reason I need him back on Off the Record is because we gotta have a conversation. And the conversation that I do gotta talk to Bobby about is, well, Bobby really signed on a management level to Rock Nation. Then he got a whole, contract with Epic. But here's the thing. When he was locked up and before he got convicted, Epic refused, or actually before he took the plea, Epic refused to bail him out. Epic refused to be anywhere near his case because his case had a lot of gang ties. And for them, they don't want to get into shit that could fuck their shit up. And by the way, not saying I blame them that much, but I thought if they weren't gonna, you benefit off him glorifying the shit. You know the downside to it. If you're not gonna stand on the other side when it gets to the dark side, release him. There was mad people that were down to try to put a bail for him, but they want to sign him. It's the same. If you guys don't understand that, it's how Tupac got signed to death row. I'll give you a short explanation. Tupac was sitting in jail. Suge pulls up and says, yo, we'll do whatever is necessary to get you out of jail, but it's part of this agreement because, again, nobody really ain't friends in this shit. A part of us getting you out of jail, you got to sign to us. Now, artists like Bobby, you're in a lame duck situation. The label who won't help you get out of jail won't release you. That's somebody who is willing to help you get out of jail that you could do business with. So nobody has any incentive to help you get out of jail. Why would anybody help Bobby get out of jail that time when if you help him get out of jail, he's going to make money for another label and he still can't do business with you? So I thought Epic should have dropped him. You got to imagine Bobby sat for years. Salty at Epic Records. Now he came out, Epic gave him some money. Yo, here's some bread, bro. Take this bread and whatever, get everybody back on their feet. He accepts it because he was going to owe them albums anyway. He accepts it. But really, he not really cool with Epic like that. Also, the people who he signed to Epic for, they all left. L.A. Reid not there no more. Sony's is different. So essentially, he's been trying to leave and go to Roc Nation. I'm not even going to blame Jay because some people might be like, yo, sometimes you always blame Jay. So I'm not going to blame that. He's been trying to leave. But the whole point of me even saying that, it's not even a Bobby Shmurda, intro because I'm going to get to it in a second. The whole point of it is that a record label doesn't care about the actual artist. They're not supposed to care about the actual artist. Because all these guys, they're employees, whether they're a CEO, a VP, whether they're the president of the label. It's all about the bottom line. So, in rare cases, when I see a CEO or an owner of a record label caring about an artist, I have to give a round of applause. I got to say, that's dope. Now, I've always said, Atlantic, I've seen Atlantic step up for a couple artists. They definitely stepped up for T.I. T.I. got caught with every gun you can find on GTA. They did put their neck on the line for him. Atlantic has done that. Atlantic has put their vouch in many times for Youngboy. Youngboy makes some shit ton of money. Makes sense. They have done also and vouched a lot for who else? Kodak. Atlantic, I'm not demonizing everybody, but they pick and choose. Some art, but those artists make sense. And somebody's probably saying, yo, Ak, what's the point of everything you're saying? I'm going to tell you why. There's an artist who I know for a fact is not profitable. And I've seen somebody put themselves on the line to defend. And I'm going to explain it to you right now. You know, we've covered a lot when it comes to music. And let me see if I can pop this back on right now. In Jacksonville, there's this guy named Ksoo. Okay? I don't have to really do too much to fucking re-jog your mind. But he's in the middle of the beef with Foolio and Young and Ace. And basically, he's on Young and Ace side. Okay? Everybody get it? Okay. He showed up to court recently. And I'm going to be honest with you. Johnny Shipes, who owns CMG. CMG is a label who signed G Herbo at one point. Also, I believe, in a cinematic music group. So it's not like the CMG that Yo Gotti got. Cinematic music group. And Johnny Shipes owns it. He's a white dude. I'll Google his name. I'll Google his face. I want you to see it. Because sometimes, for everything I talk shit about the music industry, I want to showcase the niggas who I seen stand up. This is Johnny Shipes. It's a white dude. This is Johnny Shipes. White dude. This is Johnny Shipes. White dude. It's not about race. Okay? And by the way, here it goes. Johnny Shipes. And by the way, Johnny Shipes signs Young and Ace. Young and Ace is actually signed to Cinematic. And I don't know if this is Jada Young, and I don't know if he's signed to. But anyway, CMG has the contract of Young and Ace. Now, I'm really having a real talk with y'all. Do I think Young and Ace is profitable? Maybe. I don't think they've spent that much money on him. I don't think they've given him that much money anyway. But not only did they sign Young and Ace, they signed a bunch of people who are derivatives of Young and Ace, who I know for a fact aren't profitable. One of them happens to be Ksoo. So Young and Ace and Ksoo, I don't want to talk about their association, but they homies, I think, right? Yeah. Young and Ace, Ksoo. Ksoo's the one on the right. Young and Ace the one on the left. He's charged for, I believe, a double homicide or some type of homicide. He's locked up. Let me Google it. We're doing everything live, people. Ksoo, let's go here. Ksoo, among 5 indicted for first-degree murder. Okay. Look, okay. Indicted by grand jury for 2 murders. Ksoo. I want to play you this. And he's at a bond hearing. If you don't know the process of court, I like to be very transparent. How things work in court, you get indicted. Certain things they don't even need a grand jury for, but a grand jury did indict him on this. He got indicted for murder, 2 murders actually, and he's sitting in jail. His court hearing or his court date or his trial is probably later on. They want to get him out of jail. Judge ain't having it, prosecutor ain't having it, but they keep having these bond hearings to try to make more of a plea. This is rare. The owner of his label testified in court for a nigga that's not making that label no money. That's the whole point I'm trying to say. Johnny Shipes, basically, he doesn't go to court. It's an online virtual thing. Most courts are like virtual, right? At least have virtual at least. He testifies about this Ksoo guy. I'm going to show you Ksoo's Spotify. And you know I'm mad transparent when it comes to the music business, right? So I'm going to show his Spotify. I'm going to tell you what the fuck that means. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me Ksoo. So this is Ksoo. Look on his Spotify. I want to show y'all this. He has 33,000 monthly listeners. I want to go back up. I'm putting everything in perspective. I'm not dissing this guy or nothing like that, but I want to put it in perspective. To put in perspective, Lil Ak, 62,000 monthly listeners. This guy that we're talking about, I haven't dropped music in 2 years. This guy, if do you consider Lil Ak a rapper, or you consider me as a rapper? He's half of me. Do you get what I mean? I'm just trying to give you guys some context to this shit. So this is Ksoo. If you look at all these streams, there's some potential there, not gonna lie. But he ain't accomplished shit yet. He's not really doing much. Okay. I showed you that part to make this part make sense. A unprofitable artist is in court facing 2 murders, and while making a bid for that person to get out of jail, the label owner testified in court on his behalf. I'm going to play this, and I gave you enough of like a talk up to understand it. I'm trying not to pause it while it starts. But listen to the label owner vouch for this nigga beyond, like, this nigga going hard. And Johnny Shipes, I don't know you, but I want to salute to you, because I personally believe if you are in the business of rap business, signing artists who are doing drill music, who are doing music that celebrates killing, violence, hurting their community, you should not only benefit off of it when they are free. You should also be there to support them when they locked up. And I know some people are like, well, they ain't signed up for that. Bro, it's all about, I get it's business, but it's just like if you're the guy who signed Famous Dex, who was rapping about drugs forever, and you were making a shit ton of money, but now the same drugs he rapped about, he's in and out of rehab about, and you don't give a fuck, you're like, well, I didn't tell him to get hooked on drugs. But you signed him to rap about drugs. Where's your accountability? You signed him to, it's not like he was rapping about someone. He was rapping about drugs the whole time. It's like Lil Xan. His name was Lil Xan. You signed a nigga named Little Xan. So when he goes to rehab or he gets almost overdoses, you have no responsibility? That's all I'm trying to say. I want to salute this guy, Johnny Shipes, because I think he understands that, listen, if you're going to sign niggas who rap about that violence, hey, be there somewhat to back them up. Just listen to this and we can talk about it.
I'm going to call Mr. Shipes since he's present.
Okay, sir, if you will raise your right hand and be sworn.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Mr. Shipes, could you please state and spell your name for the record, please?
Yep, Johnny.
Okay, I hate to do this, but I just want to make sure this is clear. He's the guy right here. I know he's in a very small box, but this is a virtual court hearing where most of the lawyers are virtual and the defendant is in court because he's in jail, so they brought him out. But the guy who's testifying, which is label owner, he's right here in this box. So when you hear his voice and you want to look at him, I guess he's right here. All right, I'll keep playing it. I'll move the chat to the top. All right.
Shipes, JONNYSHIPES.
And what do you do for a living?
I run a record label that Ksoo signed to.
Okay, and for the record, who is Ksoo?
He's a recording artist signed to the company.
And his given name is Hakeem Robinson.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Yeah, correct. Sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying.
How long have you known Mr. Robinson?
Going on at least 3 years. It could be 4 at this point. I knew him before I signed him. I got to know him, really, took a liking to him and his work ethic, and then signed him, I think, 2+ years ago.
And then last year when you provided testimony to this court, you did provide testimony as it related to his character and that you found him to be a person of good moral character.
Correct.
Okay. Now, as it stands today, are you aware that Mr. Robinson collectively has a $4 million bond for 2 separate homicide charges?
Yes.
Okay. And I wouldn't call him technically an employee, but would it be fair to say that Mr. Robinson works with you?
Yes.
Okay. And based on what you are able to do, are you able to put forward any money to contribute to Mr. Robinson's bond in order to ensure that he returns to court and answers to these charges?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you been informed of the nature of the evidence and the strength of the evidence of the 2 cases against him?
Yes.
And you're still willing to put that money forward? And if I'm correct, it's $25,000, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And at the time last year when we were about to post or come together to post the $1 million bond for Mr. Robinson, have circumstances changed since then so that you're unable to provide that today?
Yeah, just the nature of the business. A year prior to that, I had a very good year. This year, the past year has not been as good to the company. We also just, Your Honor, had no budget allotted for him for 2022 because we had no clue whether he'd be getting out of jail or not. So, our funds are tied up in other things, where a year ago we were hoping that he would be released and there was still money in his budget based on, him getting arrested within that fiscal year of his budgeting. So, yeah, it's changed. One thing, I don't know how much I can actually speak, but one thing I wanted to say is, unfortunately, there's other artists that are signed to me that are in predicaments, not exactly like this, but are locked up and incarcerated. And I don't go before the judge or speak on it because I believe that what they're going through is there's facts that show that that's what's going on. And I really don't have a place to speak to a judge and say, please let somebody out based on XYZ things. In looking at this whole case, and knowing Hakeem as well as I do, I really am passionate about this and speaking to you and trying to put my best foot forward because.
God damn, this nigga trying.
I think based on the evidence, it really shows that he's innocent. And I'm here before you today to just, hope that you can at least look at all the factors and understand that if I could have put more money up for this particular situation this year, I would. And I just really would let you know that I'm trying to do anything I can to get him out and to have him get back on the right path, which was really, he was becoming a music superstar as this all happened, and he's lost all his momentum. And, like I said, I really care for him and want to see him back on his feet. And I believe that, I don't think he's any type of risk. I think that between what I would put up and just him being, the celebrity that he is, he's not going anywhere, So, I'm just saying all this to say it's not like I'm just here going through the motions. I really do believe in what I'm saying and what I've seen on the evidence side. And obviously that's for you to decide, Your Honor, but I did want to say that.
All right, thank you. Any other questions, Ms. Kawaz?
I do.
By the way, I don't want to bore you with the legal and whatever talk. What you're going to hear is this guy basically saying, I don't make a fucking dime off of this money, off of this nigga. And low key, if I was to do the math, he owes me money, but I think I just fuck with him. You're going to hear him say some wild shit. This nigga, he's like, yo, I trust this guy around my kids. And then they're going to bring up, they're like, yo, he's charging murder. They're like, I don't know why he's charging murder. You got to hear this shit. This nigga vouching.
Do not have any more questions for Mr. Shipes, Your Honor. I appreciate that, Mr. Shipes. Thank you.
Okay, so that was the attorney for Ksoo. So Ksoo's attorney asked a couple questions just to be like, oh, you fuck with him, right? Cool. Now the prosecutor is going to come. The prosecutor knows what this is. You're just trying to vouch to get this nigga out of jail. So he's going to come with a little bit tougher questions. Listen to this shit. Holy. By the way, yo, again, we're live on multiple platforms. This is lit. Yo, Twitch, y'all done fucked up. We had 2,000 on the King Akademiks page. We had 3,000 on Twitch. Holy. And I ain't gonna lie, we on Facebook. Facebook, y'all struggling. We had 250 over there. Anyway, somebody did. Hold on. Hey, for everybody who's on the YouTube, I'm gonna get some mods over there. Don't you worry. You feel me? Don't you worry. I see there's some like whatever chats or whatever coming in. Somebody said get the likes up. Okay, I don't know what that does, but do that. Some other nigga says how much for a feature, Lil Lack. Yo, chat, how much I think I should charge for a feature? We're gonna talk about that afterwards, okay? Y'all niggas remember these questions. We will talk about them. Let's get back to the video, okay? Wait, how do I get to it? Holy. Oh, here we go.
Yep. Do you want me to log off or?
No, wait, hold up. We have two attorneys here who get an opportunity to cross-examine you, so I'll ask Mr. Cooper first.
Yes, Your Honor. Would you prefer me to stay here?
I need you to be at a microphone, but if you'll get to this microphone closest to the smarts board, that way the witness can see you better.
Mr. Shipes, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me, I know it's been a while since the last time we talked, you indicated that you did sign Hakeem Robinson Ksoo to your label, correct?
Correct.
And how much was that signing for?
I'm not trying to be coy with you. I honestly don't remember. I want to say 30K, possibly 50. No more than 50. I don't have it right in front of me, but between 30.
Hold on. I could cut him short here. No disrespect. And by the way, I know y'all gonna look at these terms. When you have no song popping, 20 to 30,000 is about the average of what people are being signed for. Now, when you say what you're signed for, your whole contract isn't worth $20 or $30,000. But it's probably like, yo, I'm gonna give you 15 right now. You know what I mean? It's worth more if like you actually succeed, but a nigga is probably only gonna go in for 30,000. We don't know what you're gonna be. So I'm trying to give y'all some context to what these sound like or what these things mean, because a lot of times people don't understand what the music industry is. Like when you hear somebody says they just signed for 30 million, a $30 million deal is throughout the lifetime of the deal. That's different than when somebody says they signed, like 6ix9ine signed for $30,000. That 30,000 probably 10 was like, you know, a signing bonus. And then the other 20 was like, yo, we give you 10 before the first project, 10 afterwards. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? Now, the label probably has options for the rest of the shit. So they might not have to pick up the second contract, the second album, the second whatever. They're going to just kind of weigh it out. You know what I mean? Just trying to give you guys some context.
$30,000 and $50,000.
So that was $30,000 to $50,000 paid directly to Hakeem Robinson.
Correct.
Okay. And as a result of him signing with your record label, did he produce music?
He did.
Okay. And after he produced that music, was that music sold?
It was.
Okay. And that brought some profit to your company?
Unfortunately, it didn't, only because, you know, his career was cut short based on what he's going through right now. So it started to heat up, and we were very excited about him. And because he had been put in jail, we actually had money left over to be able to put towards this situation. But in the past year, him not being out, not being able to be on social media and stuff like that, you know, if I sent you a P&L, we're probably upside down, maybe like $20,000. We had thought about looking into if he's made profits and putting that towards us, but he's in the negative currently with us.
Does he make any royalties off the music that is currently outstanding?
Fuck no.
No, but in theory, he would make royalties down the road. You know, if he got out and you know, we assumed his buzz would get back big, he'd be making royalties within, you know, 12 months. But unfortunately, right now, no, he's unrecouped.
Okay. But based on the music he's already put out, should he be released from jail? Your assertion is that he would then start making money off royalties based on the music already out there.
Yes, but again, like, you know, we had to pay a ton of money for.
Okay. I have to kind of decipher what's going on in court, because I don't know if it's going over your guys' head. By the way, salute to my people on Twitch. Hey, listen. Let me announce to everybody who's watching, this is a primarily Twitch stream, okay? I'm testing it out with other places, but salute to everybody on Twitch. Also, salute to my, where's Perry? Thank you for the 12 months on tier 1 subscription. I'm trying to get better at that. Anyway, let me just explain what the fuck, like, you know, what they're dancing around it. The guy's basically saying, so you're saying, he's trying to set up a question, the prosecutor, to say, if he gets out of jail, he's going to be profitable, but he's profitable off of the fact that he was in jail. This guy, who's the label owner, is saying, no, he's not going to be profitable. I'm not basically coming here to try to make money off him. You get what I mean? The prosecutor's trying to paint the label owner to say, you're only vouching for him to come out because you're trying to make a bag. The label owner is saying, we're down in money to him, and we still don't think even if he gets out, we're going to make a bag. Then they're going to get into some more things of, okay, so why do you want to get out? You'll hear.
Lawyers and, you know, everything. So he's hundreds of thousands of dollars unrecouped based on past investments in him.
Okay. Is it your intention that if Mr. Robinson is released from jail, that he will then still be working with your label?
Yes, 100%.
And is that under the contract that he currently signed that you referenced he got paid $30,000 to $50,000 for?
Yes.
Okay. So no new contract, still working off the existing contract.
Correct. And we did plan on finding some sort of money if we could get him released, to give him some sort of money in his pocket to live. You know, like I said to the judge, I'm willing to try to muster up as much money as I can. You know, if Hakeem says to us, look, out of the, you know, maybe we were thinking to give him $25,000 upon release, 10,000 more goes to his bond or something, you know, but there's not significant money available to him this year because we hadn't budgeted for him to be out this year.
But it's a good business decision for you for him to be released so that he can make money for himself and for yourself.
I mean, if we're just speaking openly, you know, I have very successful artists on my label. Hakeem's a year or two away, so this isn't based at all on me trying to get an artist out for my benefit. If he was a platinum selling artist, yeah, you could make that argument, but he's one of my smallest artists.
Are any of your other artists currently incarcerated on 2 different counts of murder?
Objection, relevance.
All right, how's that relevant?
Sorry, you testified that you're speaking today because.
Well, I don't actually mind answering that question, though, Your Honor, because that's what I had.
Well, the defense has objected to relevance, so I sustained it, and you don't have to answer that.
Yo, let me show you how much this nigga's vouching for Ksoo. they ask a question, which is almost like a setup question. The attorney for Ksoo objects. Like, yo, bro, what I got to do with anything, right? The nigga who's vouching wants to vouch so much that even after the objection, he's like, you're going to hear him now. Yo, I could still answer the question, Your Honor. No, shut up. Yo, he's vouching crazy for Ksoo. Keep in mind, he's already said Ksoo ain't making me no money. But the prosecutor's like, well, you're talking about him like he's just a regular person on the label. Do you have anybody on the label who got 2 murder charges? And then that's when Ksoo's lawyer said, whoa, chill. What I got to do with anything? Hear this.
The attorney will ask you another question.
You testified that you believe Hakeem Robinson is of good moral character.
100%. I've had him in my house, around my family. He's a very good guy.
Are you?
Hold on. Let's go back. This is Ksoo? Yo, what's that song that Young and Ace rapping about Ksoo? Tell me the song. This nigga said, listen to this.
You testified that you're speaking today because.
Well, I don't actually mind answering that question, though, Your Honor, because
See, he was trying to answer the question.
that's what I had.
Well, the defense has objected to relevance, so I sustained it,
Okay.
and you don't have to answer that. The attorney will ask you another question.
You testified that you believe Hakeem Robinson is of good moral character.
100%. I've had him in my house, around my family.
I see you, Ben, huh? What? This is great moral character. Like, yo, think about this. Nah, this is good.
Yes, but again, like, we had to pay a ton of money for lawyers and
They're talking about a dude who's accused of 2 murders. He said, no, I've had him around my family or my kids. Like, I think he's a good guy. Yo, that's vouching.
Is it your intention that if Mr. Robinson is released from jail, that he will then still be working with your label?
Yes, 100%.
And is that under the contract that he currently signed that you referenced he got paid $30,000 to $50,000 for?
Yes.
Okay. So no new contract, still working off the existing contract.
Correct. And we did plan on finding some sort of money if we could get him released, to give him some sort of money in his pocket to live. Like I said to the judge, I'm willing to try to muster up as much money as I can. If Hakeem says to us, look, out of the, maybe we were thinking to give him $25,000 upon release, 10,000 more goes to his bond or something, but there's not significant money available to him this year because we hadn't budgeted for him to be out this year.
But it's a good business decision for you for him to be released so that he can make money for himself and for yourself.
If we're just speaking openly, I have very successful artists on my label. Hakeem's a year or 2 away, so this isn't based at all on me trying to get an artist out for my benefit. If he was a platinum selling artist, yeah, you could make that argument, but he's one of my smallest artists.
Are any of your other artists currently incarcerated on 2 different counts of murder?
Objection, you bitch ass nigga.
All right, how's that relevant?
Sorry, you testified that you're speaking today because.
Well, I don't actually mind answering that question,
Whoa!
because that's what I had.
Well, the defense has objected to relevance, so I sustained it,
Okay.
and you don't have to answer that. The attorney will ask you another question.
There you
You
go.
testified that you believe Hakeem Robinson is of good moral character.
100%. I've had him in my house, around my family. He's a very good guy.
Are you aware of his prior criminal history?
Yes.
What are you aware of?
I do. I'm sorry. What?
What are you aware of specifically in relation to his prior criminal history?
You're talking about this particular.
Yo, let me just clap it up for Big Savage 24. He says, one of my ops just passed out of hatred. Hatred 19, man. Yo, listen. Yo, we found in the labs, okay? We had to go back to the origin, nigga. Where did they say where did they say COVID came from? What's that fucking place? Wuhan. We went to Wuhan, China, nigga, and we did a study. And that study came back and said that the biggest, listen, more than COVID, the biggest disease was hatred 19. So brother, Big Savage 24. If one of your options passed from Hatred 19, it's only right, man. Pay that man some respects. Show up to his funeral. Leave a rose on his casket. Help him down into the hole. Leave a little bouquet by, you know what I mean, the tombstone. And visit it every month and take a nice warm piss where that nigga lays. I'm just gotta be honest with you. Listen, Hatred 19 is the worst thing in the world. Let's get back to the story though.
Particular these cases?
No, not these two cases. His prior criminal history.
I don't know. I don't have his prior stuff, but I mean, you know, I think that regardless of his prior history before knowing me, I can only judge him off of what I've seen, you know, and I actually rehabilitate youths for the past 15 years. So part of seeing somebody that's come out of bad circumstances and tries to better themselves, that's what I base people on. So he's never been, and again, I'm on the stand. I would never lie on this. I've never seen a violent side to him. I've never seen him do anything disrespectful around me in studios when I'm not around with my staff. So
Ksoo? Never seen him hurt a fly. Yo, this guy vouching. Ksoo, I've never even heard him raise his voice. I don't even know if he could get angry. I have him around my kids. My kids love him. He's the best. He's a quiet guy.
I can't speak on any of the negative, you know, portrayals of him because I haven't seen that. I could, you know, you could talk about his music, but that's entertainment.
Okay, well, let's do that. So his music,
entertainment.
Can you describe to the court predominantly what the themes of his music are?
Objection, relevance doesn't go to the financial inquiry and anything to do with this motion, Judge.
Okay, want to share how that's relevant?
Judge, he testified that he is standing up for Mr. Robinson based on his belief that he is of good moral character. The evidence against him is weak, in his opinion, and that his music is something that they intend to put back out there to generate funds, not only for Mr. Robinson, but for his company. I think it goes towards bias as well. So I'm trying to find out exactly what he's basing the belief that Mr. Robinson has good moral character on.
Well,
I'll allow that line of questioning. So you can go ahead and answer that, Mr. Scheich.
yeah, I mean, I don't think I know, because I've been doing this for 20 plus years, that music is entertainment. You know, whether it's a rock star talking about, you know,
let's pause that real quick.
5% of them, that's the case there, you know. So again, I can't tell you what he does every single day of his life, but I can tell you that when he was signed
Write poems
to me during those years, I only saw a good guy that was trying to make a career for himself.
God damn. Yo, my man vouching. Everybody clapping up for Johnny Shipes. This nigga is vouching. So I don't know what y'all talking about. I was around him for like 4 years. I only saw a good fucking guy. He like, yeah, what's the problem?
Quiet, humble, would come to the studio, work.
And
No, I'm sorry, one last thing. No profit to me. You know, the profits I'd see from him, especially with the money I've spent over the past 2 years of this nightmare, I wouldn't make money from Hakeem, for Your Honor, for 2 or 3 years. And I can get you guys statements to show you that, you know, quarterlies, whatever you want to see.
And remind me again, where are you based out of?
New York City.
Do you reside here in Jacksonville at all?
No, but I'm very familiar with Jacksonville. I've been signing artists there for like 15 years.
So it's fair to say, I think, based on that you were not around Mr. Robinson for a large portion of his life while he resided here in Jacksonville.
No. But you know, he's on trial for one specific thing, not things in the past that he might have done and been arrested for.
Holy. Yo, this thing sound like an attorney. But wait. He's only on trial for one thing. I don't know about anything else.
Well, there are 2 cases. No. There are currently 2 cases that he's facing charges on. Just one quick follow-up. With regard to the comment you made a few moments ago regarding artists and drill rap, you said that, you know, 95% are talking about what they've seen. Did I understand you correctly?
Yeah, like what they've heard, neighborhood stories. You know, that's what any great hip hop artist or artist in general, they tell stories, they paint pictures. You know, he's bringing people into the lifestyle an entire state, you know, like or really deeper than a state. It's many states, you know, and he's just talking about that. That doesn't mean he's done those things.
Would you agree that some artists that put out drill rap are talking about things they've actually done?
Objection,
Yes.
lack of personal knowledge, improper opinion, testimony, not relevant.
Okay, so good lawyer, man. That lawyer sound a little bit, Indian. You know what I mean? They be on their shit. Yo, salute. Yo, y'all go to court, get an Indian lawyer, Jewish lawyer. You know what I mean? I fuck with my niggas, but you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, if he knows about it, I'll allow him to answer.
I don't know for a fact any artist. I can't speak, you know, I'm not hanging out with these people 24/7. But yes, I'm assuming some of these stories come from reality. I mean, the particular stories you're talking about, you've seen the evidence. So, you know it's a 5'3" guy and Hakeem's 6'3", you know, for just getting into the facts of the whole thing. But yeah,
Look at this nigga right here. He's a prosecutor. Look at him when he says, so what happens is Johnny Shipes actually talks about a piece of evidence that they're going to use. According to some of the discovery and also police reports, there was a particular height of a shooter that he's charged with. And, you know, it's really publicized on YouTube, but he makes mention of that evidence. Look how the prosecutor looks when he, who's supposed to be a character witness, starts talking about the evidence that really only the prosecutor and Ksoo and Ksoo's attorney has. Listen to this.
I mean, the particular stories you're talking about, you've seen the evidence. So, you know it's a 5'3" guy and Hakeem's 6'3", you know, for just getting into the facts of the whole thing. But yeah, I'm assuming some people definitely rap about what they've lived.
All right. Well, and based on that comment you just made, you indicated that I was aware the person was 5'3" and Hakeem Robinson is 6'3". When you mentioned 5'3", were you referencing the shooter captured on the dash cam video?
Yeah, that's the one video I've seen that we all know is not Hakeem Robinson.
All right. And where is your understanding of how tall?
Yo, real quick. I hate to pause the video. I hate to pause the video. I'm actually bringing back a little bit that I'll interrupt it. But I have to make the announcement. We're at about 3,500 people on Twitch, but YouTube is catching up pretty quickly. YouTube on your ass. It's about 3,300 over there. There's only 200 less people on Twitch that's already on YouTube, and we've never really streamed. This is one of my smallest channels on YouTube, but there's almost like it's almost equal in views. For my Twitch niggas, y'all know I've been rocking with y'all forever, but y'all cannot let YouTube beat y'all. Please do not let YouTube beat y'all. It's gonna have serious ramifications. By the way, Kimani Kirby, I see you. He said, Pete, my single with OCD with Trey Budden. Is that Joe Budden's son? You got a song with Joe Budden's son? He said it on YouTube. I'm looking at Facebook only has 200. Facebook ain't a factor. It's really YouTube or Twitch, but I'm a Twitch nigga. Yo, J Hammaster 2, he says Twitch better than YouTube. By the way, if you don't know, the comments above my head, they're Twitch. We're Twitch heavy. But I'm trying to see, should I balance and juggle Twitch and YouTube? Okay, let's get back to this. By the way, we got so much shit to talk about. Yo, one thing y'all got to do, please, every about 10 minutes, spam drink water. Because if I get too drunk on this shit, you know how I get when I get drunk. So, I got to talk about Meg. I got to talk about Will, the cuck. We got to talk about Ari. We got to talk about a lot of shit. Like, the baby mamas, we're going to bring them to the forefront today. But I got to stay sober and stay alive and stay awake. Okay? Got 3 more minutes of this, and then we're going to cool out.
Yeah, that's the one video I've seen that we all know is not Hakeem Robinson.
All right. And where is your understanding of how tall the person in that dash cam video, where does that come from?
All the information I've seen.
And what information is that, sir?
I don't know what you technically call it, whatever the proper info is. You know, you look at a video and you see it, and
Okay. What is
how do I answer that? I want to answer that correctly for you and the judge. What do you mean? Like, what is the question exactly?
okay, and I'll rephrase that. I'm asking you, what is your base of knowledge for asserting that the person in the video, the shooter, is 5'3"? What are you basing that information on, or that conclusion on?
Oh, well, just like, I mean, take a look at him. He's 5'6", 5'7". He's not 6'3". I mean, as soon as I saw that video, I called Chris DaCosta and asked, "What is this video circulating?" That I said, "That's not Ksoo," because anybody that can look at Ksoo and look at that video will tell you that. And Chris can go on record and tell you that. You know, that is exactly what happened.
Do you know how tall the victim was that's captured on that video?
The victim?
Yes.
No, I don't.
You have no idea.
Mm-mm.
So you would have no way of comparing the height of the victim captured on video to the person that's in the shooter captured on the video.
No, and maybe height wasn't the right word to use, but if you look at that video, again, maybe you have to know Ksoo in terms of like being next to him and seeing how big of a person he is, but
By the way, they've gone so far off the track. This is a bond hearing. This is not trial. But the prosecutor is trying to pick with the person vouching for him to say, well, let's see how well you really know the case if you're trying to use what you've seen from the case to be a reason you're vouching for him. And you're going to hear the judge stops it in a second.
Person in that video is very small, skinny, scrawny, and that just didn't look like Ksoo. So when I saw that, I sent it to Chris and said, "What is this floating around the internet?" Because it started to float around, you know, saying it was Ksoo, and it was just impossible to be him. That's my personal opinion. I can't prove that, but I mean, if you or, you know, the judge or whoever looked at those two videos, I believe it's pretty clear that it's not Ksoo in that particular situation.
Are you aware of...
By the way, let's see if we can find whatever he's talking about. Ksoo picture. I think there's a picture of him like shooting someone. Or like, I know the video shooting. No. No, that's not it. I know what they're talking about, but they're talking about Ksoo's height. Ksoo's height. Where there's a video supposedly of an incident, and I guess they're saying in the video the dude looks short and Ksoo's taller. I can't get to it, but
pending discovery involving digital scanning that was done in this case?
Objection. Facts not in evidence. We haven't received anything from
Okay,
digital.
let me stop everyone here because we're getting far afield from the bond motion, and I have a 3 o'clock hearing, so you all have limited time, and whether this witness believes or doesn't believe that the defendant's in the video, that's going to be for a jury to decide. It's not for me, for you, for anyone here. So let's just get to the bottom of what we need to know to make a determination on bond.
Yes, I have no further questions, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Atkinson, any questions? Okay. All right. Any redirect?
I don't have any, Judge.
Okay, then thank you very much, Mr. Shipes. You can log out now, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good Friday.
Thank you, Mr. Shipes.
Bye, guys. Bye.
All right. I'm gonna play a really short portion.
So, Judge, just
of Ksoo actually speaking himself, and I want y'all to tell me if this is cap. So they're trying to figure out, should they give him a bond that's lower, whatever the case is, because basically his label owner says, "Yo, I only have $25,000 to the bond," right? So $25,000. If you get a bondsman with that, usually they do 10%. That's about $250,000. The guy's bond is $4 million, right? The guy who is Johnny Shipes, he's saying, "Yo, I haven't made no money from this guy. He actually owes me. So me putting up $25,000, I'm doing it because I think he's a good guy." You probably could scrounge up some amount, but like $4 million, that's a lot of fucking money. You know what I mean? If you were gonna pay a bail bondsman, you'd have to pay him $400,000. You will never get that back. So they're trying to get it lowered, and they're trying to find a way to get him out of jail. But, with all of that, Ksoo takes the stand at this bond hearing. This is a little bit alarming to me. This is not normal, but in the first 3 questions, I want to ask y'all if y'all think this is cap, and then we'll move on to some other shit, all right? Listen.
To establish the evidence for the record, if we could have Mr. Robinson put on the oath so I could just ask him a few questions about what property he has and his bank accounts.
Okay, then Mr. Robinson, if you'll come up to this podium here and be sure to speak loudly and clearly into the microphone so your attorneys can hear you, and please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down, and again, pull up that microphone closer to his mouth. Okay. All right, you may proceed, Ms. Kawaz.
Mr. Robinson, could you state your name for the record, please?
Hakeem Armani Robinson,
And how old are you?
23.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions right now about what it is that you have in your possession in terms of tangible assets and money, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a checking account?
I don't know what a checking account is.
Okay, do you have any bank accounts?
Wait, hold the fuck on up. This surprised me. Y'all think he capping or nah? First question, do you have a checking account? I don't know what a checking account is. I wonder if he knows what a 9mm is. Does he know what a 45 ACP is? Do you know what a 223, 556, 762? Does he know what that is? I'm wondering. Does he know what an AR pistol is? Does he know what a Glock is? Does he know the difference between a Glock 9? Does he know the difference between a Glock 45, a Glock 17, a Glock 19? Does he know the difference between a Ruger? Does he know the difference between a SIG? Does he know the difference between all those things? But a checking account.
23.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions right now about what it is
I need y'all to tell me if y'all think he capping.
that you have in your possession in terms of tangible assets and money, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a checking account?
I don't know what a checking account is.
Do you think he's capping or not? By the way, we all know people do shit to get out of jail. I'm never knocked a young man trying to get out of jail. But I'm gonna be very honest. If this is sincere that he doesn't know what a checking account is, and he's in the predicament that he's in, not saying that he's guilty or innocent, I don't know. I think that's sad upon the black race. Once you hit about 12, 13, especially around the time where you could get a job, how old you got to be to get a job where y'all from? Y'all tell me, spam it in the chat. For me, I think around like 16, I was in Jersey, you could get a job. Your mama should have brought you to go get a checking account. It's the one that your mama her name got to be on it. My mom was on my checking account for the longest time. I didn't even know when her shit came off, but that's what it is. Around 16, right? That's when you get a job. You about to get some money. Again, I'm not judging him in terms of saying whatever, but I feel it's sad. If this is sincere, it's sad. Him saying he doesn't have a checking account, to me, was sad. And I'm hoping he's capping, because if he's capping, I understand. But let's keep listening.
You have in your possession in terms of tangible assets and money, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a checking account?
I don't know what a checking account is.
Okay, do you have any bank accounts?
Yeah, I have a bank account.
How much money do you collectively have in your bank accounts? As far as you can remember, because I know you've been incarcerated for a long time.
Well, before I got locked up, I had like $1,000.
Okay, we could say approximately no more than 1,000?
No.
Okay, so any other bank accounts that you have any money in?
No.
Do you own any real property? And by that, I mean land, houses, buildings.
No.
Do you own any cars?
Yo, somebody, and by the way, if you're sending either donation bits or anything on Twitch, please let me know. But I also have the YouTube thing popped up. Dual Mitchell says, wait, so if you don't know what a checking account is, how the fuck did he cash the advance check that he got? That's a good question. Well, here's the thing. You could still cash a check in a savings account, right? Much of it? Maybe he can't write a check, right? But if you deposit your check straight into your savings, he knows what a bank account is. He's not that dumb. He just doesn't know what a checking account is, right? Somebody said check cash in place. Yo, you think a check cash in place would fucking cash a check of like 40,000? Yo, have any of y'all been to a check cash in place? I've always never been there because I've always just thought there's some shiesty about it. What's the max a check cash in place could do? By the way, chat, I'm monitoring this so close. YouTube got the lead. 3,700 on YouTube, 3,500 on Twitch. By the way, listen, we're going to put in perspective. 37 and 35, we about 7,200 people watching. But I'm trying to see who gonna win tonight. A check cash in place. That could work. Dude, Mitchell, you got your fucking answer. I'm gonna play a little bit more of it, and then we're gonna switch topics, all right?
Well, I had a car, but I don't own the car anymore.
Okay, so you don't possess any cars right now?
No.
Okay. And I mean, I right now don't have any other. You don't own a boat, nothing else like that?
No.
Mr. Robinson?
No.
Boat.
Okay. And so what we have established at this point is financially what you have in your possession is $1,000.
Dang, that no more easy though.
I didn't understand that. You can take off your mask if you need to.
It's not there anymore either. Like I used it to order food in the jailhouse.
Okay. Are you currently employed?
Signed to a label.
But you're not currently working, are you?
No.
How long have you been incarcerated?
A year and a half.
Are you allowed to work while you're incarcerated?
No.
How much money does it cost for you to make phone calls?
It's different prices. I don't call anyone in Jacksonville, so it'd be about $5, $7.
So if you, even though you don't have any money coming in, you have to rely on other people to put money on your phone.
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor, I don't have any other questions at this time.
All right, any cross on that limited financial issue? And Mr. Atkinson, any from you?
All right. I don't think there's much on that.
I suppose briefly, Mr. Robinson, how much money do you think that you have spent on jail calls and tablet visits since?
Okay. That niggas is asking much question. Anyway, I just want to give credit to Johnny Shipes. You know, this is an artist and also somebody who's just like, you know, involved in some shit who's not profitable label. And bro, we've just seen situation. Yo, they sent Bobby down the river. This is why, Bobby just posted not too long ago that he got off Epic. He wish the person for Epic vouched for him like this, bro. Nobody did. They didn't show up in court. They want nothing to do with it. You know why? Because in America, for other people, a conspiracy charge is scarier than a murder charge. They don't have any reason or they don't have any leeway or anything to fucking subpoena the financial records or to comb through all the financial documents of a Johnny Shipes. You know why? He's not charged with anything. This is murder. Conspiracy, and this is the thing about the RICO charge. This is the reason I'm telling y'all now. Go back in the history of hip hop. Murder Inc. got dropped. Bro, when it comes to conspiracy, they want to see where all the money that funded the fuckery came from. I'm telling you this as a fact. 6ix9ine got dropped. His last album was not released on UMG. He got dropped. Remember when Dummy Boy came out when he got locked up? They told the nigga he was signed to, which is the son of Lucian Grange, who runs the whole UMG. That boy is charged with a RICO. We're not putting out no album of his. You know what 6ix9ine had to do? His label had to take that album and put it out on an indie label. Dummy Boy came out indie. No label wants to be on a big conspiracy charge. You know why? They start tracking the money. That money that comes down, they start looking at everybody to say, were you funding music or were you funding violence? A murder charge is just cut and dry. Did you shoot him or not? A conspiracy and a RICO charge? They invented that shit to take down the mafia, to take down the mob, to take down the niggas they could never catch in a room with drugs. They could never catch hook, line, and sinker with a murder charge. So they came up with conspiracy. Well, you paid the nigga that paid the nigga that paid the nigga who did the shooting. So really, you're just as guilty as the nigga who pulled the trigger. What they got going on in Jacksonville, that's not no higher up shit. That's some nigga shit. That's just some, yo, you killed this person. Same with Chicago. When it comes to New York a lot, what they do is they start to blame every shooting, every killing on a gang. Then who gets culpable in that? When it comes to a gang, who's funding it? They're always going to have some drugs on it. Oh, the gang moved this drugs. They got mad violence. But who funded the gang? Who paid for this? Oh, 6ix9ine, you paid for a nigga to be shot at. Great. Now imagine if they could track that money to come from Universal Music Group. Let's say 6ix9ine gave a nigga $100,000 to go shoot at a nigga. And they could track that money. And that money, not only did it come from 6ix9ine, unknowingly, because of obviously people at UMG, they're not giving money to 6ix9ine to go pay for hitmen or shooters. But if they could point the money there, who knows? They could have a bigger case against UMG and bring them in federal court. You see why they drop all these niggas? Once you catch a RICO, you're off every label. I'm telling you this right now. You catch a federal RICO, no label will fuck with you. You're done. You feel me? All right. Some of you say, yo, there's new Drake? Is it midnight? Oh, it is midnight. My bad. I was talking some shit. Relax. Okay. What's your new Drake? Okay. Tell me what just came out. We're going to play it real quick. YB dropped. How many songs dropped from YB? Let me go look. Sorry. Young Boy, The Last Slimito. He dropped 11 songs. Y'all wants to listen to that? Yo, we are going to listen to it. Yo, and by the way, For YouTube, I don't want to play all these songs because like they're gonna strike all the shit out. I don't want like it's the first time I've ever streamed live on YouTube. For the people who want me to play YoungBoy, I will. You know, if you're on Twitch, at some point we're gonna end the YouTube stream. You get over on Twitch, we'll play everything. But while you're on Twitch and you're on YouTube, like, and for anybody on YouTube, you're gonna get the content which is raw. Like, you're gonna get me talking about everything. I do have a few more things to get to, okay? So please, if you want to hear me play YoungBoy, I will play YoungBoy. But I'm going to cut the YouTube stream at that point. But I got a few more things I want to talk about. Please. Yeah. So I did the Ksoo Johnny Snipe shit. Salute to him. Real quick, I also want to just mention, I was going to put it on the podcast. Kanye Grammys. Wait, hold on. I'll go to NPR. Let me just give my little spiel on this. Ye, aka Kanye West, is banned from performing at the Grammys. I just want to say to everybody, whether you agree with Kanye or not, it's not the point of even anything I'm going to say. The point of where we're at in media and history is everybody acknowledging that TV is irrelevant. We're going to talk about Will Smith in a bit. Did y'all know that the Oscars was going on at that time? Or did the viral moment that y'all saw on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and others alerted you to the fact that they were having the Oscars? People ain't really watching it like that. This is my problem with Kanye West being banned from the Grammys. If you don't know, he got banned because of his rhetoric and some of the stuff that he said towards Skeet. That's Pete Davidson, if you don't know. I felt offended because I think now Kanye is bigger than the Grammys. I think Drake is bigger than the Grammys. I think The Weeknd is bigger than the Grammys. The Grammys used to be the thing where it would basically take everybody's clout and give the biggest clout fest. These days, I'm sorry to tell y'all, that's why, Jay Prince has said something really dope, but he's true. Let me see if I can Google it. Jay Prince Grammys. He did a little courtesy call shit. I want to play it if I can. And I'm not disabling my ad blocker. Nope. Jay Prince. Let's go here. Jay Prince said this.
Hip-hop versus the Grammys. I've been watching the Grammys control and dictate our culture to their benefit up close and personal for the past 30 years that I've been in the music business. And all the artists, managers, executives would do is complain.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. I'll do it like this. I do want to read, there's a comment that's coming in from, I believe, a super chat on YouTube. YouTube going crazy tonight. Animation Web 3 says, yo, Kanye West is a real life Uncle Ruckus. I don't know if I agree with that. I think Kanye West has been for self. I don't know if he's an Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus is a sellout who's only for the white man. I've never saw Kanye West, especially in his latter years, as being anything but for himself. Whether you see him meet with Trump, Kanye West is for himself. Kanye West looks at himself like, I believe, sadly, Kim Jong-un looks at himself. They look at themselves as better than people, supreme beings. I don't think Kanye West cares about black and white. I think Kanye West cares about Kanye West. Now, at times, a lot of Kanye West's philosophies and agendas align with what we got going in the black community, but sometimes it doesn't. My whole point with Kanye is that when his shit aligns with us, we jump on the side. When it doesn't, we're acting like we don't fuck with him. Let's just admit what it is. Kanye is for Kanye. And if he's ever rocking some shit that we fuck with, we're going to fuck with it. He's also a legend. We ain't giving up on the shoes and all the other bullshit he's brought to the game. So just accept it for what it is and just move on. People want Kanye West to be like one of these motherfuckers like Sean King. What's that nigga who wears that vest like D-Ray? Like, he's not going to ever beat them niggas. He's not one of them niggas who are just like, oh, I'm just going to just be for the movement. Kanye West is for Kanye West, and if you fall in, if you happen to be somebody who's gaining benefit of that, good for you. But he will never not represent himself for everybody else. Look at his meeting with Trump. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Been in the music business, and all the artists, managers, executives would do is complain, but never had the nuts to come together and do anything about it. Even though the latest episode deals with Trevor Noah and the counseling of Kanye, this racist act is so much bigger than them. Let's just start with the mindset of the words counsel and cancel, where the Grammys is concerned, and compare them to rehabilitation and legal slavery where the penitentiary is concerned. If we begin with counsel and rehabilitation in the Grammys or the penitentiary, the truth is that they really don't exist. They're just fancy lies. But on the other hand, if we look at the words counsel and legal slavery punishment, those words are true, real, and exist today. For example, for those of you that never took the time to read the 13th Amendment, it clearly says that slavery was abolished except for use as punishment for a crime you've been convicted of. So therefore, according to the 13th Amendment of the Constitution, everyone in the prison system and those that are out of prison that have been convicted of a crime are considered slaves in the United States and under its jurisdiction in 2022. Not only did they make slavery lawful by an amendment, they then created the laws by which people would be enslaved. They did that shit back then, and they are still doing it today. This background is important to know because of the mentality of those that control both the Grammys and the prison systems in the United States. This is a slave master punish a nigga mentality and act to remind us that no matter how much money we have, we are still niggas in their eyes. So they cancel Kanye and discriminated against Drake, The Weeknd, Nicki Minaj, and many others over the years. This will only be broken by us uniting our powers to bring about change moving forward. How do we bring about change? I'm glad y'all asked. I recommend that the artists I've mentioned above and more come together in Las Vegas and perform at the same time as the Grammys on a special network and streaming platform to prove that ratings will change where the Grammys are concerned when the number one selling genre in music, hip hop, come together, because there's power in numbers. The powers that be will be mad at me about this one, but fuck them. I love the culture. The seed has been planted. Let's water it. Hip hop.
Jay Prince, I appreciate that sentiment. I think it's real. I think everything he's saying is right. I might be naive. I think Kanye, Drake, and The Weeknd is bigger than the Grammys. There's many big artists, but the Grammys have chose to pick and choose which artists they will they will sit down, they will belittle, they will ignore And they've done it a bunch to the point where a bunch have even said, yo, I'm not fucking with the process. You have to realize what the Grammys and the Oscars have always been. The Grammys and the Oscars have always been pretty much like, it's like the, and we could go back to like even the Monique situation when it came to the Oscars. There was a horse and pony show that she had to submit to. She had to do all these things for this institution to accept her. I know people these days were like, oh, well, it's a little bit more transparent with the Grammys. So-and-so has Grammy voting rights. So-and-so has Grammy voting rights. How certain are we about the Grammys? They're the people who they didn't award Nas a Grammy for 2 decades. They never gave Nicki Minaj one. They ignored Jay-Z a whole bunch. They ignored DMX. DMX was one of the reasons why Jay-Z didn't participate in one of these, like, whole submission things. Drake has been ignored, and they've told us, oh, he's pop this and third. They ignored Kendrick. Have they been better a little bit? Yes, but why do we give them the ultimate power? When I see Kanye West talking about he's worth $10 billion, when I see Drake, who's worth damn near like close to $1 billion, when I see the power and the reach that these guys have, like, why the fuck are they still at the mercy of the Grammys? Look how powerful Jay-Z is. Look how powerful The Weeknd is, who's performing the Super Bowl. Look how powerful Kanye is. Look how powerful Drake is. Look how powerful Beyonce is. What does Grammys really mean now? And this is what I took away from what Jay Prince was saying. I'm not saying that the cure is to perform at the same night, because you're right. Like, people like the Grammys and whatever award show, they make their money by selling overpriced ads because they're promising a certain amount of audience. And their audience is dwindling. It's just a fact. All I'm just saying is this. When the top artists of her genre are still trying to reform something that's broken, old, and will never be in their favor, I look at them to say, why not create something new? So I agree with Jay Prince, but I disagree with him that they need to perform at the same time. No. I think Drake, Kanye, The Weeknd, Jay-Z, Beyonce, everybody who's felt slighted, Nas, should come together to help, not only funding, support a new hip-hop award show. Or not even hip-hop, all-around award show. But unfortunately, when it comes to hip-hop, we have too much infighting. It will never happen. I feel like we have all the power. I feel like Kanye West, if he speaks, we listen to him. When Kanye West tweets, is just as important as if there's a moment at the Grammys, to me. Why the fuck we care about the Grammys? That's my whole point of it. But anyway, I digress. I'm getting through my topics little by little. We're gonna play Young Boy. I do want to say this. Elon Musk, I thank you for bringing in some good conversations. I want to go back to, he said something really important. Really, really fucking important. He's always talking honestly. Let me see if I can find it. Elon Musk Twitter. I'm going to just Google like that. Let's see if I can find the tweets. Basically, Elon Musk had tweeted something. He tweeted something recently, and I absolutely fucking loved it. I don't know if I can find the tweets here. Jesus Christ. I know it's on my Instagram somewhere. Okay, here it is. So, Elon Musk says initially, free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. If you believe Twitter rigorously he said, do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to these principles? Then he continues to say, given that Twitter serves as the de facto public town square and failing to adhere to free speech principles, it fundamentally undermines democracy. What should be done here? He then basically says, is a new platform needed? And I think from here, he also like tried to let people know, hey, this is going to mean something because I might make some shit. Salute to Elon Musk. Yo, we're in this pussified age on social media where people are realizing that censorship comes in shadow bans. Censorship comes in deletion. Censorship comes in making it impossible for people who could be inspired by a message to hear that said message. And it's interesting that Elon Musk cares about it because you know what's so funny? Elon Musk is one of the motherfuckers who seems to be winning no matter what. But even he is sick and tired of how Twitter, and it's not only Twitter, he's having this conversation on Twitter because he says, as he calls it, the new town, it's the de facto public town square. But free speech as it relates to social media has been dead for a while. Social justice warriors have won, honestly. You can't have opinions that might be unpopular. If you have it, nobody will see it. Elon Musk threatened to basically create a new platform. And I do believe that at this point in history, and if you look at the rise and fall or like the trends of all social media platforms, I think we're at the point where we need a new social media platform. I could be honest with you. Yo, I'm signed up and I'm on Trump's new social media platform. It's called Truth. I'm on that bitch. Bro, I've just realized, and it's not a pro-Trump, opposite-Trump type of shit. What social media is these days is that social media is basically carrying the narrative of whoever they're aligned with, and they don't like questions. They don't like anything else other than you just reiterating what they're saying. I just don't believe that's for a creator who, like myself, who, one day I might fuck with Biden. The next day I don't like that nigga. Today he did some good shit. I'm like, he kind of okay. Tomorrow he do some fuck shit. I'm like, fuck that nigga. It's not about having that independent thought anymore. It's about like literally picking sides. And they're treating social media almost like Dirk and Youngboy. In the sense of, if you like this side, you have to ignore the fuck shit that this side does. You can't be the person say, I like these 3 things that this side did, but I ain't gonna lie, they did those other 4 things that's some fuck shit, so I agree with the other side. You have to pick sides. And I think it's rather sad because I think Instagram and Facebook, they enforce rules according to that. I think Twitter do. And I think that's why people like Elon Musk, I just never thought he would care because Elon Musk is making a fucking killing. Tesla stock just keeps going up and up. Why should he get involved into free speech and shit? That's what I don't really know. But hearing him say it, I'm like, damn. I guess it did take for him to say it. Do you get what I mean? Twitter has changed. Facebook has changed. And Google these days, the algorithm is almost pushing you in certain ways. Just go on Google and start Googling about vaccine and shit like that. Nigga, they're going to make sure you find what they want you to know. It's weird. Anyway, I'm not here to question vaccines, to question anything about Trump. I'm not here to question motherfucking Ukraine, nothing like that. I just see and I could tell when people are being force-fed shit, censored from saying certain shit, and basically they're doing what we never thought social media would be because we thought it was uncontrollable. They're the opinions of people, they're weeding it out. If it's not an opinion that they value or they fuck with, they will make sure nobody hears it, which is crazy. All right? Elon Musk created a new platform. I am for it. I will be on that platform as well. I'm for anybody creating a new platform. If Diddy makes a new platform, I'll be on it. I've just realized that the platforms that we're on these days, bro, they are the majority in terms of like they're the biggest platform. So you can't say, oh, you're gonna get started with whatever and ignore Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and YouTube. However, nigga, I just seen YouTube delete a fucking podcast with Nelk and Donald Trump. Like the nigga was basically saying some crazy shit. Now, Saoirse was after I seen it, I'm like, yo, this just getting out of hand. Anyway, I don't want to get too political with y'all. I want to keep it going. Let's do a Blueface update. Get to Blueface and his girlfriend and everything. I told y'all Bluetooth. Let me see if we can find it. Blueface bleed him. I'd like to get to here. See what's going on with him. This is Blueface. Okay. See what's going on. Never believe what kids under 5 say. Okay. Blueface, man. I gotta tell you the truth. I'm gonna bring it back to reality. This is Big Act talking. Nothing good will come to you in your career, brother, until the disrespect that you have levied upon Big Act is reversed. I'm just being honest with you. Okay? I love what y'all got going on. Bluetooth, it's amazing. Blueface, toothless, amazing fucking time. But I will let you know, there's been a lot that tried, and everyone has failed. So again, I want you to succeed. I'm actually a big fan of yours. But until you make right with Big Act in the chat, niggas, the success you have experienced in the past will never reach you again, brother. And it's unfortunate. I'm here to tell you, and I'm delivering the sermon. I check stats every day. But I love when people think that I'm either irrelevant or people think that they could get away with disrespecting Big Act. Because I check his stats daily. And when I see Blueface stats, I'm going to tell you what I see. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Hope you guys have fun. Bluetooth. Let me get off of this page. Matter of fact, your chat. What was the last? No, actually, we can't check the monthly listeners too quick. We got to give it some time. Anyway, let's get off of this. Got a few more things to get to. Actually, I got a lot of stuff to get to. We're gonna play the Young Boy stuff. Please do not leave. We're gonna play. Okay, I got Elon Musk. I got Kanye. I got the Ksoo. Drew filmed it. I'm gonna get Drew filmed it on a podcast. Drew filmed it. It's coming on my podcast. Me and him, so I was in Florida. I went to Orlando. And me and Drew filmed it. We were both judges for a showcase. He's a cool dude. I ain't gonna lie. He's kind of like a nigga in a sense of, bro, he got girls. He got everything. Like, he's really like that super down to earth. And I didn't want to talk to him too much about, like, some of the things you guys want to talk to him about because he wants to do the podcast. We're going to do the podcast. I was in Florida. We couldn't get it done, but we're going to get it done, all right? He has a bunch of funny stories. Cool dude. Y'all can let me know what y'all want me to ask. Drew filmed it. We are going to get to it, okay? All right. By the way, there was an episode that was supposed to come up today, but I think the server that was uploading it was having problems. I'll get to it later. Anyway, few other things. We got a lot going on, chat. I kid you not. Chat. Oh, you know what? Let's do this now. Give me a second, chat. You know, I gotta take my time. I gotta take my time because you know how. Let me see. Okay. I gotta take my time. I was gonna do this on my podcast, but let me see what the numbers is at right now. We're about even. 3,500 each. We're about even. Okay, we got about 7,000 people cumulatively. So about to do this on my podcast. Maybe I still do it. But you know, Twitch, and maybe now YouTube. We're going to see what happens. Y'all get the extended version, okay? Okay. Chat. Why do they fucking play with me? Okay. Hello, Meg the Stallion. I have your lawsuit up here right now. Okay? Don't ask me how I got it. My name is Big Fucking Ack, who you disrespected. And I'm on your ass ever since. But your lawsuit is on my screen. Riddle me this. How did I get it? You know I got it, nigga? Meg. Your judge sent it to me. Even your judge fucks with me. It's Big Fucking Ack. How dare you? How could you get this stuff? Your judge sent it to me. She's seen it. Forward to Big Ack. Meg the Stallion's judge sent me the shit. I had to ask the judge, salute to the judge. By the way, salute to the 152nd Judicial District in Harris County, Texas. Salute to y'all. I love y'all. Y'all my faves. But they fuck with Big Ack. They said Meg's a liar. This is what they told me. Meg's a liar. Liar. L-I-A-R. Liar. I said, well, I don't know if she's a liar, but she tried to lie on me. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. You know what I mean? But anyway, they said, here's the case. I said, holy. Rashad the Ruler, I see you, boy. I said, why are you sending me this? Your Honor. Your Honor, why are you sending this to me? Do you need me in your chambers? I said, no, brother. No. I want you to take a look at this, and I want you to break it down. I said, can I break it down on my stream? Says, have it all. I already seen you tweeting out stuff that people don't know. By the way, you fucking dweeb over Apple Music who say, well, how does Ack know? How does Big Ack have this and you don't have shit? You fucking bum. Big Ack gets it all. Salute to the judge. They don't like you niggas over there. They like me. You know why? I tell the truth. Y'all liars. What was that dweeb's name? Yo, how does Ack get this stuff? Shut up! Fucking bum. Fucking peon. You're not Big Ack. You'll never be. I get the shit. Wardens send me shit. The judges send me shit. Defense attorneys, prosecutors, everybody. The cops who locking up the niggas, they want to send me shit too. I just won't pay them. So you got to go to TMZ. I'll help you go to TMZ if I can get part of the bag. So for that dweeb over Apple Music, this is why I had to go to Spotify, buddy. You tweaking over there. They wanted the B talent. Spotify wanted the A. Sorry, buddy. I'm the nigga. You're a bum. What's his name? What's his name? Somebody said, I thought you don't give all the sources. I could say the judge sent it to me. You know why? What they gonna say to the judge? What are you gonna say to the judge? I don't give up my sources. You're right. But you know why I can say the judge sent it to me? What you gonna do? Anyway. The judge wanted me to break this down. And they really asked me my opinion. And I'm not saying my opinion might help the case either way, but they wanted my opinion. They texted me today again. Okay? Your Honor. Okay? I'm going to send all of this in a text message to you. But we keep it live. Okay? Let's read it, people. Defendant 1501 files his original answer and counterclaims as follow. So let me explain what this is. Meg Thee Stallion has sued Cole Crawford and 1501 Entertainment to say we dropped a fucking garbage project named Something for the Hotties. Y'all don't know what that is? Me neither. So let's do everybody a favor. We're gonna get on our favorite app. Salute to Spotify. And we're gonna look this bullshit up. Something for the Hotties. Something Hotties. I don't even. Okay, here we go. Here this bullshit is. Now let me. Here's the important part, people. See what it says? 21 songs, 45 minutes. In the contract, and we're gonna read it, how much it has to be for anything to be an album. But we're gonna read this because men lie, women lie. The fucking court documents don't. Ever since I pulled the court documents on this chick, Meg Thee Stallion, she shut the fuck up. Meg, you can't fuck with me. You was playing around with Tory and shit like that, slapping him in his bald head, all doing all type of goofy shit. I'm a different monster, shorty. You can't play with a nigga like me. You hear me? I come with the facts. So let's read it. Okay. Here we go, people. Here's a summary of the lawsuit. Because it's a counterclaim. Megan Pete, a.k.a. Meg Thee Stallion, a.k.a. Meg the Mule, is a performing artist. 1501 is the record company that discovered Meg the Mule and signed her several years ago when no label were interested in doing so. She was a twerking ass chick on the corner with no fucking talent. Let's just put it out there. This baseball nigga who got money to waste said, I'll turn her into an artist. Let's see if I can get into this shit. Listen. This is Meg the Mule's second lawsuit against 1501. Meg, you fucked up. I keep telling you, Tory is lightweight. Even Tory copped to play with me. You think you fit ain't cop to play with me? You stupid as a motherfucker. Listen, I'm over here. All y'all artists, I'm just making all y'all cop please. I don't care who it is. I'm on y'all next. Anybody could get it. Anybody. You just another victim. I'm sorry. Let's go. Meg the Mule made an outrageous claim that she was never unable to prove. Ultimately, Meg the Mule and 1501 negotiated and signed a settlement agreement. Whoa. Hold up. Let me roll this up. Meg the Mule and 1501 negotiated and signed a settlement agreement. We never heard about this. This is new. That amended Meg the Mule's original recording contract. Holy. That settlement agreement was signed by the parties who were each represented by multiple attorneys. Wait. Let me think out loud here, people. So Meg the Mule, who's been trying to get off 1501, already signed a settlement agreement with 1501. So why are they beefing? People, somebody help me. Why are y'all still beefing if y'all were beefing from way back and y'all signed a settlement agreement. Where are my people at on Twitch? Y'all see that? Yo, Mule Kicks, I see you, buddy. Easy Money, I see you. GNAC, what's the problem? Let's keep reading. That settlement agreement was signed by the parties, who each were represented by multiple attorneys. That part of the settlement agreement, attorneys representing each party signed a joint notice of non-suit with prejudice. So basically saying it wouldn't go back to court. But Meg the Mule, lawyers never filed a settlement agreement or joint notice of non blah 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 with the court. Wait. So I'm trying to wait. Let me try to break this down. So Meg the Mule and her team signed a fucking deal that the beef they had with her record label, they were going to settle due to some terms. We don't know yet. Meg, you know I know, right? Meg, you know yo, Meg, by this time, yo, Meg, I know how much money you get every time I know how much in your bank account, shorty. It's big act. Don't ask me how. Your banker sent it. I'm sorry. Just relax. Hold up. We gonna get to it. I'm sorry. Everybody just I'm Big Act. I don't know how to tell me. I don't know why they do. I'm sorry. It's Big Act. Hold up. So y'all signed a settlement to end the beef. But here's the thing. Meg the Mule's lawyers never filed a settlement agreement with the court, and then Meg the Mule's denied the existence or enforceability of the settlement agreement. I gotta make sure I can see everything. The settlement agreement while accepting benefits of it. So basically, let me just put this in perspective. Meg the Stallion, okay, and 1501, Meg is saying, yo, I should be off the label, or you didn't pay me. They're also saying, well, you owe us money. It's not us paying you. You owe us money. They came to a settlement. We don't know what year the settlement is. It doesn't say on this first page. I'm going to read everything. We're going to get to it. They signed a settlement, but Meg the Stallion's lawyer never filed that the settlement agreement or the joint notice is with non-prejudice or with prejudice with the court. So they never acknowledged it with the court, but they signed it. Then they denied its existence, and they denied that it could be enforced, but they accepted the benefits out of it. When you obviously the agreement must have said, well, you do this, we do this, you do this, we do this. Here's what I heard. Meg, I heard this from your business manager. Y'all re-signed a deal after y'all were beefing with these people. The settlement included pretty much a deal. That's the deal of y'all were comfortable with the money you were getting, and then they were going to be comfortable with the projects they were getting. It's a deal. Don't fire your business account, Meg. I have every tap on you. Don't do it. Okay? Cool. Let's keep going. Meg, you know you done fucked up, right? I don't know who you thought I was. Trash or KO. These other motherfuckers. I'm Big Act. So 51 filed a motion to enforce the settlement and dismiss Meg the Mule's first lawsuit. A hearing on that motion was scheduled for Friday, February 22. A week before the hearing, Meg the Mule voluntarily dismissed the first lawsuit to avoid the hearing. That's interesting. Let me keep breaking it down. Somebody said drink water. Thank you. I love my chat. Yo, Slushy out of Twitch chat. I love you. I love you. Yeah, wait, is YouTube still going on, or did they tap out? Because I ain't gonna lie, Twitch is killing it right now. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, Twitch is killing it. Wait, we have 5,500? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, YouTube, y'all gotta step it up. Y'all at 3,800. I can see the numbers. You can see the numbers right here? Oh shit, I can see it. Look. 5,800. 3,700. Okay, yeah, I think Twitch winning right now. All right, Twitch, keep turning up. But let's get back to the story. Holy. Meg, I told you, you don't fuck with the right one. Let's keep reading. So apparently, y'all got sued before, but you dismissed the shit, right? Well, actually, y'all was about to sue, but then y'all dismissed it because y'all realized it was a hearing. Then on February 18th, Meg the Mule filed this second lawsuit against 1501 after denying the validity of the signed settlement agreement in her first lawsuit. She's admitted in her second lawsuit, whatever, see original petition. There's a bunch of documents. The sole issue is in her second lawsuit is whether the recording for Something for the Hotties, which Meg the Mule released on October 29th, 2021, is an album that satisfies her recording commitment under her contracts with 1501. It is not such an album. Now, Meg the Mule. Again, you're basically a hot air balloon. You're just a bunch of gas. No facts. You're not coming with paperwork. You know who came with paperwork? Big Ak. From what I heard, and don't tell me why your managers are telling me this. Your new managers. I don't know why they're telling me this. Maybe they like me. I'm a likable guy. Apparently, this is your contract. You have 2 more projects, 2 more albums that are due to 1501. Also, when y'all did that settlement deal, reason why you signed it, you took some money from 1501. So you got paid by them, even though publicly people thought you were beefing with them. But now that you have 2 albums left, you're trying to finesse. Now, let me get back to this shit. The sole issue is that basically, and I'm going to try to get out of the legal speak that some of y'all can understand. Something for the Hotties, that little EP, yo, they're basically saying that's bullshit, bro. It doesn't fucking add up. It doesn't add up to being an album. That's what 1501 is saying. Meg wants it to count as an album. They're saying it doesn't fucking count as an album. She's finessing us, and we're not going to take finessing. So they start breaking it down. Something for the Hotties is made up of 21 recordings. Let me just tell y'all and give y'all some music business, just usual legal speak that's in most contracts. A LP, we could Google it right now. Again, we're doing everything live. LP album. An LP from long playing or long plays, an analog sound storage medium, blah blah blah, da 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 da. Let's get to the format. Oh my god, I want to get to minutes and songs. Minutes, okay. Cool. Limited, blah, blah. And, those are historical, things of, LP. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm trying to get an updated sense. I don't know why I'm looking through a lot of Wikipedia shit. Let me just go to a general thing. Difference between an LP. Okay, I'll just do difference between LP and EP. Okay? And this is how it's usually written in most contracts because, they're standard things. Who's that? Who got money on the Ethereum wallet? Ethereum going up, brother. So keep it there. Hold on. What's the difference? Let me just show y'all. I could just tell y'all right now. But it's like the history of it. An LP used to be this. So, oh my God. An LP used to be this, and an EP used to be this. These days, what I could tell you what an LP is an EP is usually like, an EP usually is about 30 minutes, okay? So EP is usually 30 minutes, and an LP, so 7 songs, 30 minutes. That's usually an EP. If it's under 30 minutes, 7 songs, it's an EP. If it's over 12 songs, around 45 minutes, it's an LP. I know I'm trying to get y'all, like, I want to show y'all proof of everything I'm saying. Not that y'all can just believe me on everything, but like some of these things are showing the whole history of what an EP eventually became, right? Anyway. So, Something for the Hotties is made of 21 recordings, including blah, blah, blah. It is not original material. Okay? Include freestyle, blah, blah, as far as 2019. So, this is basically the label saying, yo, that what she submitted as an album is not an album. The mixtape is made up of 21 songs. It includes mad spoken interludes, which Meg Thee Stallion doesn't even appear on some of them, as well as several previously recorded released recordings. It was not original material, right? In usually contracts, it says the material you submit for an album has to be original recorded material, okay? She put songs out that were previously available to the public. It wasn't original. Songs that were out for years. They're disputing that should be counted as original material. In the contract with 1501, don't ask me how I seen it, Meg. You fucked up the last time you asked me how I seen shit. It says she has to deliver original recordings for her album. So if she uses old freestyles, old things that people have seen, that's not original technically, right? Because it's previously been out, whether it was published by a DSP or not. On YouTube or archival material as far back as 2019, that results in the total duration of the new recordings, because she did have new recordings on there. That new recordings that featured Meg the Mule, it's only 29 minutes long. Remember what I just told you about the time limit? They're basically saying this is not even an EP. It's barely an EP. The recording was described in the music press as a compilation of archival. So Meg Thee Stallion's team and 300 put out a press release about the tape. It said it was a compilation record of archival materials and some new recordings. And they said Meg Thee Stallion herself described the release on social media as freestyles y'all been asking for, plus a few unreleased songs from our archives to hold y'all over. So they're basically saying, bro, this is not an album. You're not going to finesse us to count it as an album. They said Meg Thee Stallion knows that each album must include at least 12 new master recordings of her studio. Remember, 12? I told you the number. 12 new master recordings of her studio performances or of previously unrelated musical compositions. She knows that 1501, and this is where, I think it's going to be big. 1501 gets to approve musical compositions to be included on each album. So if you put something out, so she submitted something to 300 Records, 1501 has her in that contract with 300. If 1501 didn't approve those to be on an album, technically that's not an album. Meg the Mule knows that none of this happened here. Meg the Mule also knows that these provisions are common and they appear in most record contracts for good reason. And Meg the Mule's lawyers know that these requirements have been upheld in other lawsuits in the past. Basically saying, yo, you got to think about it. If a artist could drop whatever they wanted without the record label saying that they approve, an artist would record a bullshit album, drop it, then drop their real shit. That's why people are so up in arms what niggas saw Frank Ocean did. Because the label took what Frank Ocean offered because they didn't think it was bullshit. But Frank Ocean really had the shit on the other album that he was going to drop right after they dropped their shit. You get what I mean? So in general, An artist has to get the approval of the label to say, okay, we approve this and we are going to count this as an album. Meg the Mule's label, 1501, did not approve it, so 300 just put it out on some erroneous shit, right? Cool. She never saw the approval. They only learned of the release hours before it came out because still they have to sign off on it, right? So they signed off on it. Like, again, Carl Crawford had to sign off on it, but not because they signed off on it being released means they signed off on it being counted as an album. By a letter dated blah blah, advised Meg the Mule's lawyer. So by a letter dated January 5th, 1501, so Carl Crawford's label, advised Meg the Mule and her lawyers that the most recent release is not an album under a contract. Meg the Mule's lawyer did not respond until January 24th, and that's when Carl Crawford responded 3 days later. Meg the Mule filed her second lawsuit without notice or discussion on the 18th. The new lawsuit was groundless because she knows something for the hotties does not meet the requirements of an album under the 3 contracts that she signed with 1501. So here's the problem. If Meg the Mule was like, YoungBoy should be out of her contract with 1501, but like she's playing games. Give them 2 fucking albums. They fucking invested a bunch of shit into you. You were a fucking starving artist that wasn't popping at first. They put a lot of money into fuzzing the system, fixing the buzz, setting everything up that you popped off. And now that you popped off, you're trying to run to Jay-Z. Niggas, just give them 2 albums. Do it like YoungBoy. Give them 2, like, you know how many albums YoungBoy gave motherfucking... YoungBoy gave Atlantic 22 albums. You think YoungBoy signed for fucking 22 albums? But that nigga just wanted to put out music and try to keep hot. Meg Thee Stallion is trying to finesse. This finesse, it don't seem like it's going to go. Okay? General denial. Okay. Under blah, blah. 1501, General denies, respectfully requests that Meg the Mule be required to prove her claim, Okay. Let me see if we can find any other good information. The judge told me I was going to see, which we found out she signed for 3 albums. She did 1. She owes 2. That's it. That's the point. Meg the Mule signed for 3 albums. She released 1. Everything else is a mixtape. They don't count it. I'm not saying I stand by that because I think artists should be counted on what they do, but artists also finesse because it's all about the bag. You get me? She signed a settlement agreement to say, okay, cool, we understand. They got some extra money. And then when it came to like this last move, they're trying to finesse again. So that's why they're talking about this settlement that they signed before. Okay. All right. There's some Texas shit. Pleading further. Let me see. I'm going to try to find some good shit for y'all. Here we go. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So here's a counterclaim. On March 2nd, 2020, Meg the Mule filed her first baseless lawsuit against 1501. Megan Pete, aka Meg the Mule, versus 1501 Certified Entertainment. In the same court, Meg the Mule filed the initial lawsuit to try to force her record company to renegotiate the aspects of her very first recording contract that she no longer liked after she signed with new management at Rock Nation. Chat, everything I tell y'all just be on point. Rock Nation comes up in a fucking lawsuit. I'm not lying to y'all. Like, nigga, I be telling y'all the facts. Meg the Mule and these rest of these fucking bum-ass artists, when they come at Big Hack, it's because they just be in their fucking feelings. I am right all the time. I'm the best journalist that hip-hop ever birthed. Like, you know what I mean? In like a year, I passed all these bum-ass niggas. I don't care who we talking about. Look, I told y'all, it's Rock Nation trying to beef for these niggas. Meg the Mule didn't like her contract no more. She signed Rock Nation. It got in her ears to be like, oh, you deserve better. We could get you out of this. We could do blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what she said? Yo, sue these niggas. Let's get out of here then. They're fighting back. Even though Meg the Mule's claim was unfounded, 1501 sought to address her concerns, and the initial case was settled. See, this is the thing. Meg the Mule, why did you settle with these niggas if you're trying to get out of the contract? I never knew about this. This is breaking news. And all y'all little other little outlets and everybody else, y'all could take it. This is big information from Big Act. Meg the Mule was signed a settlement agreement on March 1st, 2021. Look, even though Meg the Mule claims was unfounded, 1501 sought to address her concerns. And the initial case, so the case y'all filed, look, the first case was back here. First case was here. And the first case was because she ain't like it because she got new management. They settled the case. They settled the case in March 1st, 2021. Why we never heard no talk about that? What happened? You see all these little dick riding motherfuckers who be questioning Big Act when Big Act be putting out information? I think I'm the greatest journalist you ever seen. Now I'm coming with the documents. You know what niggas gonna say? Yo, Akademiks typed this up himself. Shut the fuck up, you bum. Look, Meg the Mule has accepted benefits under the settlement agreement. Why sign the settlement if you're going to accept the benefits but not live up to the stipulations? But she's refused to comply with the provisions she does not like, including one directing the parties to file a joint notice of non-suit with prejudice. So basically, they were trying to say we're going to take it out of court. Meg signed the shit, unless they're saying that Carl Crawford and his team wrote Meg's name in there. They're saying they signed it. This is a court document. Like, nigga, there's ramifications to this. If these motherfuckers is lying about there being a settlement, the judge can say, show me the settlement. Now, if Meg sounds like, well, we never signed a settlement, that's fake. They could bring in a whole motherfucking... There's people who analyze, like, signatures and this and third. They're saying that Meg signed a settlement. Look. And, hold on, we're going to find out what these benefits are. Because they're saying she accepted the benefits. But she just refused to comply with the other shit. Instead, Meg the Mule continued to pursue the case she had already settled for almost a year. No way. Not Meg the Mule. Why would she do this? She's the victim. Everybody just keeps doing her wrong. Everybody keeps taking advantage of her. Why would this be a thing? We love Meg. Meg's the biggest victim we ever seen. Why would she settle a case and still keep trying to fight the case? Let's read more. Faced with an impending hearing, right? Think about it. Faced with an impending hearing on 1501's motion to enforce the settlement, which Meg the Mule knew she would lose, Meg the Mule, and without any notice to 1501, filed a non-suit without prejudice in the initial lawsuit on February 16. So, apparently, there was a dismissed thing that Meg started beefing with this nigga about, like, right before, like, me and her got into it. Basically, she knew that there was a settlement, and then they amended their lawsuit to file a non-suit with prejudice or without prejudice. Listen, only 2 days later, Meg the Mule filed another lawsuit against 1501. Meg the Mule claimed for declaratory judgment in this lawsuit is wholly without merit. It distorts the recorded commitment that she contractually owns 1501, and indeed her original petition does not mention the distribution agreement between Theory Entertainment LLC, DBA, doing business as 300 Entertainment, 1501, and Meg the Stallion, which defines an album. So there's an agreement between 300 Entertainment, Meg the Mule, and 1501 that clearly defines what an album is. Let's see. Maybe they'll explain what that is. Under the contracts executed between the parties, Something for the Hotties plainly does not meet the requirement for an album. that would satisfy Meg the Mule's recording commitment. 1501 is seeks to declare that seeks a declaration to that effect, as was its attorney fees and costs. In addition, Meg the Mule has repeatedly breached her contracts. 1501 seems to recover money damages based on those breaches, as well as attorney fees and costs. Okay, this is about jurisdiction. We're going to read that. They got factual blah, blah. Well, some factual background. Okay, this is good. We might learn something. Let's read it. The suit arises out of February 18. Executive artist recording and performance contract. This is the artist agreement between Meg the Mule and her record label. Meg the Mule did sign with 1501 in 2018 after CEO Carl Crawford discovered her, recognized her many talents, caught her twerking on the pole. Allegedly, I don't know about that. I'm just saying it. Mr. Crawford took big risk on Meg the Mule and has spent his time, energy, and money to help Meg the Mule develop into the success she is today. Crawford is from Houston, well known for his baseball career, played on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, Boston Red Sox, and LA Dodgers. He retired from baseball in 2016. He decided to pursue music, enjoying his dream in pursuing the music industry and creating 1501 with longtime friend Travis Farris, an industry veteran known as T. Farris. They discovered Meg the Mule on social media. When Mr. Crawford saw Meg the Mule perform, he knew there was no one else like her in the industry. The twerking was spectacular, particularly from Houston. And he told Mr. Farris that he needed to sign her. After signing Meg the Mule, Mr. Crawford decided to bring on board James Prince, known as J Prince, and 300 Entertainment as a record distributor at the end of 2018 with the goal of benefiting promising young artists like Meg the Mule. Mr. Prince, which is J Prince, is the godfather of Houston rap music, has a long history of identifying, developing, and promoting talented, well-known artists such as the Ghetto Boys. 300 Entertainment similarly has worked with a wide range of popular artists, include Young Thug and Fetty Wap. Indeed, 300 Entertainment blah, 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 have one. Okay, cool. They're just saying facts. Crawford brought on G. Robertson, who actually managed Nicki at a point. These are all people like industry people know, who has long history in the record. Blah, blah, blah. Imagine he's played a key role in the artists of Kanye, Lil Wayne, Drake, T.I., Nicki Minaj. Yeah. Meg the Mule was satisfied with 1501 until September 2019 when she entered into a management agreement with the new agency Roc Nation, after the passing of her mother, who was a Houston rap artist herself, who had previously served as Meg the Mule's manager. Roc Nation is notorious in the music industry for trying to persuade its management clients to leave their record labels and sign with Roc Nation affiliate label. The acrimony between the parties with Roc Nation's involvement. Okay, let's talk about that. So Roc Nation started managing Uzi. They told him to leave DJ Drama and Don Cannon. That was their whole beef. Roc Nation started managing Bobby Shmurda. Tell him, yo, gotta get out of Epic Records. You gotta get over here. Roc Nation. Meg the Stallion. Yo, you gotta leave that bum ass that baseball player. Come over here. I see it. I'm just saying. On the advice of Roc Nation and without providing 1501 with a contractually required notice under the artist agreement or complying with the artist agreement, Meg the Mule actually filed a lawsuit March 2nd, 2020 against 1501 and Carl Crawford in an attempt to use her newfound success to renegotiate the artist agreement, which she signed when she was unknown. Okay? 1501 and Carl Crawford listened to her concerns, however, unsubstantiated, and attempted to work with her because Meg the Stallion still owes 1501 2 albums. Okay? On March 1st, 2021, they reached a settlement. This is a settlement that we haven't heard from Meg the Mule. And they memorialized their agreement, a written statement agreement, the settlement agreement, blah, blah, blah. Therefore, as of March 1st, 2021, all of Meg the Mule's claims related to the artist agreement were fully released. In light of the settlement and the release, the parties agreed to advise the court that the initial lawsuit was settled and the third. I'm trying to make some sense of it for y'all. I'm gonna give you a little bit more regular people speak than lawsuit speak. Carl Crawford is saying, "Yo, me and her, we settled this whole thing in March last year. We settled it. We figured out what she was gonna give us, what we were gonna give her, whether it was money, whether from Meg it was albums, and we both signed it. It's called a settlement. And then basically, she was still unhappy and filed another lawsuit. And they're basically trying to tell the judge, we need you to uphold this settlement, even if and I know what Meg's team's gonna say, well, we never submitted it to the court that we signed the settlement, which might have to go down to really figuring out who signed it. It might have to go to fucking signature specialist to figure out, okay, did she really sign it? Because it looked like they're trying to come up with the fact of, oh, we never agreed to that. We never signed that contract, right? Despite having blah, blah, blah. Okay. And Mr. Princess defendants, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's a bunch of shit. Anyway. So they're countersuing. They want to declare a declaratory judgment. They're countersuing for breach of contract, right? And breach of settlement, right? I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we should know. They want attorney fees. And they want damages. Look, okay. Pursuant to blah, 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 including monetary relief over $1 million. Okay, so they're suing Meg for $1 million. And they want a trial by jury. They have these weird things, prayer, like this is some weird like court speak stuff. Cool. Okay. Hey Megan, in case you know, I know you thought like I was a little peon out here, but I want you to look at, I think this is your case number right here, ain't it? Megan. I think this is your case number. Yes, I have it on the screen. I told you to stop fucking playing with me. I'm gonna have all your shit on the screen now. Okay? I'm waiting for your business manager to send me some shit. I'll have that on the screen as well. Okay? So, this is what you got going on in court. I'm waiting to see you and your lawyers file some stuff because I'm going to have that up on here as well. And since you claim that I'm a liar or I'm getting paid by blogs, I wonder who you think is paying me now, Meg. Who you think is paying me now? It's not Tori. Can't be. You don't give a fuck about this. Who you think paying me now? Huh, Megan Pete? Meg the Mule? No, the same way I succeeded in this rap fucking game by not taking the bullshit of people like you, I'm on your ass. That's how I made it. So I'm gonna keep being the guy, okay? All right. If y'all want me to upload a copy of this, I will. Okay, this is I won't say, is it public knowledge? Salute to the judge. Salute to the judge. Okay? The judge sends it to me, man. The judge don't even like you. I wonder why. All right, people. Copy that. If y'all want to look up everything about Meg, don't be believing me. Here's the shit you need. This is her name. She's a plaintiff. This is the defendant. This is a court. If y'all think I'm lying, Google this court, call down, talk to the clerk. Hey, is there a case called, I just sent it to you, it's right here. How could I attain the documents relating to this case? This is all you got to say. I'm teaching all y'all how to get the court documents. Call down to the clerk. Hey, how can I obtain the actual court documents? Can I get I want the initial complaint. I want all the motions. I want any particular hearings. I want all the minutes. They're going to give you a little fee. It's not much, but everybody get money here, right? Meg the Mule ain't the only one getting money, right? Do that. And all these documents will be in your they'll be in your possession too. Sorry. Make the Mule, you like that one? I'm just getting started. Don't worry. All right, cool. Let's get on to some ratchet baby mamas. We got a lot of shit to talk about, man. Yo, how we doing right now? Hold on, let me get this out of here. Bang. Holy. How we doing? Okay, we still about tied. It's 3,700, 3,700. YouTube hanging in there. Twitch hanging in there. Holy. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's get over to, I gotta show y'all this. Ratchet baby mamas. You know, Shade Room has been in shambles this last week. The ratchet baby mamas acting up. See, when it's Kanye trying to see his kids, nobody give a fuck. We're laughing at him. Yo, he's crazy. Little baby mama got some gripe. Everybody gives a fuck. Actually, I could probably look it up on my page. Let's go. This is so ratchet. I put it on my page, actually. Here we go. No, not that. Akademiks. By the way, update on me being shadow banned. I am hearing, let me see. I'm hearing that I am 40, like about 45 days. So a month and a half to be unbanned. Listen, I'm going to do a whole special on shadow bans after this, but it's so hilarious because, you know, Instagram and love to Instagram and everything. Instagram will never admit the shadow ban. They're acting like, oh, we don't know. We don't know what shadow ban is. Like, come on, stop playing. Right? But like, you know, a couple people like, yo, this is the time we got left. It's pretty much, they give you a jail sentence. That's just what it is, man. Free Big Act, man. Come on, man. You got a free Big Act. What's this level 1 shit that I'm seeing on Twitch? Is that like a hype train or some shit? Holy. Oh, it's a level 2 hype train. Hey, yo, run up the subs. Please run up the subs on motherfucking what's that called? Twitch. Do we have anything? Did I miss any comments on YouTube? I'm managing both now. This is crazy. Holy. Okay. I'm managing both. Okay, great. Cool. So, y'all have to look at this though. Please. Who's this? Someone said, stop ignoring my donation. Oh, it was you that caused the hype? Okay, brother. Salute to you. Yeah, I'll be going on a little rant, so sometimes I miss some shit. Anyway, yo, this is a scallywags portion of this stream. Okay? Look at these scallywags. They're going in. So Blac Chyna, we haven't heard from her in decades. Blac Chyna is basically irrelevant to the course of history. I've always told y'all, and I'm going to Google it. I'm going to do it right now live. Blac Chyna's age. The thing about all these little thoughts is they don't realize once you've hit 30, nobody gives a fuck. Blac Chyna was the biggest conversation piece when she was 26, 28, 27. She's 33 now. She's what we called washed up. Nobody cares. She can't get the attention of posting booty pictures. I think she leaked 2 sex tapes. We still didn't give a fuck. Okay? So now she has to be faced with actually owning up to the reality of all the shit she was doing. She had 2 children. By the way, they're very beautiful souls. Nothing against kids. We don't do that. But the thottery is not the thing that we care about with Blac Chyna. So she's forced now to be a mother. The lifestyle of thottery, slanging that pussy like motherfucking Tom Brady all over the field. Hail Marys. Oh shit. Slant passes. That's just done. It's over with. You're 33. 33. So much plastic surgery. She's probably had 80 surgeries done with her. Like, yo, these chicks, when they're 33 now with all the surgery, they look like 53. Finished. Washed up. Now, because she can't get any attention with her body, her looks, nobody give a fuck what she got to say. Sorry. It's a new girl that turned 21 every day. Being honest with y'all. Her new thing is to rely on the old reliable. Let's rely on the shade room to shame her baby daddy into some sympathy that might end up being clout. So she hopped on and she had a pity party for herself. She said, listen, yesterday I had to give up my three of my cars. My reasons, morals, beliefs. Being a single mom. No support. I'm a mama. This is a woman who's used her pussy as a key card for her whole career. Twerking, chased all the hype. Sorry, you know what time it is. She's now crying on Instagram and Twitter that, listen to the second tweet. I'm single. No support. Child support. She's so fucking stupid. She couldn't even say no child support. Really, it's not about child support. A lot of these women think that they're supposed to have a super coddle life because of all the fucking they've done. Look, listen, read this. Single, no support. Then she says child support. She really meant to say no child support. But really, these chicks look at child support as support. These chicks want support. Now, granted, she was married to one of these things, I think. Right? Wasn't she? Was she married to Rob? Or did they stop that shit before he got too far? I think they stopped it. Yeah, they stopped that bullshit, right? So no alimony gonna come. However, she got these kids. And you know what's been happening, man? These women, like a lot of girls, and I've always said, like, yo, listen, first of all, I don't want no daughters, but if I could give some advice to women out there now, because I see this all the time. I see girls like that with me. Like a woman who knows that I won't take her seriously, I've heard women say, oh, I'll just have your baby. And I'm like, if you think, I get it, you're chasing like this lifestyle that you look at my lifestyle and you're like, well, you're going to be paying out the ass. For a lot of these women, they don't realize like, that's not exactly how it goes. Salute to Tiger and salute to Rob Kardashian. Humbled them. Now, we've heard some horror stories where like, certain people paying a wild amount of money. But listen to this. She's bragging, or not really bragging. She just kind of mentioned, "Oh, I got no child support." Trying to get the sympathy of women who are gonna say, "What about your baby daddies? What do they do?" You know, one thing she never said. Think about her train of thought. Yesterday, I had to give up 3 of my cars. My reasons, my morals, my beliefs. Being a single mother, no support of my mama. Single, no support, child support. She's not saying that, oh, I can't get to work because I'm spending all the time with my kids. She's just saying I had to give up my cars and I'm a single woman with children. Listen what Tiger said. Tiger said, yo, I pay $40,000 a year for my son's school and he lives with me Monday to Saturday. Why would I pay child support? Now, if you don't know, Blac Chyna got 2 kids. One with Tiger, one with Robert Kardashian. Tiger, who, by the way, and I have to give y'all the premise on this. A lot of these women look at child support as their support. That's why she says single, no support. You've never been married. What support you need? Then she said, oh, no support, child support. Tiger, most of these chicks, maybe not her. He says he's paying $40,000 a year for his son's school. The worst thing they hate about a nigga, they don't want a nigga to pay the actual things that's going to benefit the kid. They want the nigga to give them the money that they could ball out and then use minimal amount of money to support the kid. So good for Tiger, who it looks like or sounds like he just pays for his son's school directly. Like, all right, yo, send me the tuition, I'm going to pay it. In reality, these little scallywags, they just want a lump sum of a check. They want to decide what they do with a check. Because child support, a lot of times, is baby mama support. I pay $40,000 a year for my son's school, and he lives with me 5 days out of the week. Really, 6 days. Why would I pay child support? That wasn't it. Look at Rob Kardashian also get into it. He said, well, I pay $37,000 a year for my daughter's school. I handle every single medical expense. I pay for all her extracurricular activities. I have my daughter from Tuesday to Saturday. Why would I pay child support? You get to realize, and this is so disgusting, Blac Chyna is mad. Not that these niggas they're not taking care of their kids. She mad they're not taking care of her. But unfortunately, Blac Chyna is one of the women who, we're getting to that point with all these chicks who are whoring in their 20s. Shorty, you've done everything but secure somebody who's going to take care of you. The most these niggas did was get you pregnant, and that's it. They don't owe you shit. But unfortunately, it's too late for these chicks. They can't get back on the track with it. That pussy's old. It's worn out. Dusted. 300 miles of running. Nobody want to be with that. Let's be honest. So now they're talking about support. Is child support supposed to be for the baby mama or to be for the kid? Because I read both of these guys' statements, and it sounds like they're taking care of their kid pretty good, along with spending most of the time with their kid. Somebody just said this on YouTube. You're missing the most important part. These bitches only got the kids once a week. Think about it. He got his daughter from Tuesday to Saturday. Listen, Rob Kardashian got his daughter from Tuesday to Saturday. Tiger got his son Monday to Saturday. The only fucking day she sees both kids is Sunday. You don't realize? Look. The only day she sees both kids is Sunday. Somebody said, don't Almighty J got a kid with her? Almighty J is dumb, but not that fucking dumb. Not that fucking dumb. Here's the next dumbest shit I've seen. I gotta show y'all this, okay? We on a shade room with it. This is hilarious. Okay. So randomly, I seen this shit. I seen G Herbo. I didn't know what it was about. Let me play. By the way, yo, G Herbo, you're my guy. I love you. But ever since that nigga said you were create a player out of Chirac, I've never heard something funnier. That's just hilarious. Okay? Now, I don't believe nothing what that nigga Cairo was saying. Because I've been listening to G Herbo. I know G Herbo was terrorizing the hood. And there's hella niggas who got PTSD from G Herbo. Okay? I don't believe that. But that nigga said he was a creative player. That's what was jokes. I got to be honest. Anyway, G Herbo was here. And we're not talking about rap shit really. He's talking about his kids. By the way, I do know when I'm talking about kids, I'm very sensitive to those subjects. I rarely ever talk about the kids. Let's talk about the degenerates that are involved with the kids, okay? And that's what I did with the last story. We'll do this as well. Anyway, here's G Herbo right now.
This don't have nothing to do with the shade room or no blogs or anybody. But what the...
By the way, that's cap. Like, you literally did a video knowing it's going to be posted on the blogs.
Type of sick individual, human being do you have to be to want a 3-year-old to despise or not like his own siblings, his own flesh and blood? I don't get it. Like a mother's relationship with a child and a father's relationship with a child are two totally different relationships, and they could never intersect between each other. Like a mother's love and a father's love is two totally different things. And when it comes to children, as a parent, you're gonna love your children unconditionally. And as a sibling, if the parent loves all the kids unconditionally, the kids are gonna love each other unconditionally. Why the would that ever even be a thought in somebody's mind? Go on about this. Hey, look, listen. This don't have nothing to do with the shade room
We gotta
or
go
no.
next one. We gotta go next one. My bad. Fuck.
Hey, look, listen. All day, like on and on. But why do y'all continue to like create this narrative as in, oh, me as a father, I'm having kids. I love my firstborn, my first ever real true love in life, less than I could love the kids that I'm having now, or my kid feels neglected. Like, my son loves me unconditionally. Me and my son have a bond like this that nobody could ever break. Nobody in the world could ever break that bond, and he know that. So why the do y'all people who I never met, who don't even know me or my son, think y'all could really define the relationship that I have with my son, or that his mother have, or anybody? Like, I hope y'all actually find somebody in life that love y'all unconditionally, because it's coming to the point where all day, like, and don't take my words and try to act like I'm making a comment towards his mama. I know that lame that y'all try to do. No, this for y'all. This is for all the fans, all you weirdos at home trying to create some type of false narrative, and y'all don't even know what the going on. And
All right. So you posted that. I didn't know what the fuck that was. I think I even posted. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that makes sense. You know what I mean? He loves his kids, right? Like, he has 2 kids so far with like 2 different baby mamas. Like, it happens. You know what I mean? He'll love. You know how that go. Anyway, his baby mama. If you don't know who Ari is Moneybagg Yo's girlfriend. She was recently pictured naked on Moneybagg Yo Instagram, but she is G Herbo's baby mama. Okay. Randomly, she posted this to her Instagram. She says, how about you tell the truth for once? Tell them how my son came home with a scar on him, saying what Chyna did to him while you wasn't home, nigga. Even though he told you out his own mouth what she did, and he was crying, and she didn't help him, and she's mean to him, and he don't like her, and the shit happened while you wasn't home. I gave you a week to handle it as a father. You or her never called me about the situation. I called back to talk to her and tell her she can't be on my baby, and I was respectful. And you sat up and said in front of her that my baby was lying. You said, how you gonna see your son if he can't be around her? Lol. What? That's why you haven't seen your son for real. And that's why he probably don't want me to have no other kids, because the way your other baby mama treats him. When you finally came to where we live, you got him for a day, posted to the gram, and left. Let's tell it all. Okay? Now, this is ghetto love. I've always shown you that the toxic relationship between G Herbo and Ari, it's one for the fucking, you know what I mean? It's one for Animal Planet. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Like, they're abusive. Seen them fight each other. See them cuss each other out. It's really ghetto. It's just ratchet. Anyway, this is when I realized that people were too much involved and absorbed. Okay. By the way, Herbo also say, if y'all believe I let anybody on earth mistreat my son, y'all ass stupid. You know what I mean? And then here's the bullshit right here. So, Ari. No, actually, the Chyna girl, which is G Herbo's like current girl, she was like, yo, I've allowed you to create false narratives about me in the past, but I will not let you create this narrative when it comes to my child. that I have so much love for anybody who knows me. I would never lay a finger on a child. Okay, it's a lot of bullshit. Okay, anyway. Then, this is why you can't argue with a ratchet bitch. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this Ari chick is undefeated. Like, her levels of ratchetivity is just fucking too disgusting. You can't, there's no level of ratchetivity you could have, like, this is the top ratchet in charge. Her ratchetness is ridiculous, nigga. I'm telling you. This little Chyna girl that G-Robo with now, she from the suburbs. She can't get ratchet like a Chicago bitch. Like, this chick beat G-Robo's ass. Like, there's video of it. She's been beat. Yo, alright, I think I'm playing. There's a video of her beating G Herbo's ass, nigga. For real, nigga. I'm telling you, on phone them. She was beating that nigga's ass at like a birthday party in a parking lot. Now, this is what that Chyna chick. First of all, this Chyna chick, she was trying. She made a little video. She was trying to get everybody to fuck with it and everything. She put like a fucking like music. She put like songs in the shit. Listen. No, this ain't the one. Wait. Oh, I think Shader muted it. It's probably for copyright. It's all good. Listen to this chick, man. This is ratchetivity at its finest. I don't know how Moneybagg Yo deals with this chick, bro.
See, I've been real chill. I've been so calm. I've been so quiet. I just, I'm trying to turn over to a new leaf. And the only thing that can really take me out of my character is my child. First of all,
that's when you knew this shit was going to get fucked up. When a ratchet says, first of all, trust me, there's about 8 different things that actually the first of all got 10 parts to it. When a ratchet says this, she's only getting started. Give up. Trust me.
The only thing that can really take me out of my character is my child. First of all, delete my son off your page. That's one. I've allowed you to create false narratives about me in the past, but I will not let you create this narrative when it comes to a child that I have so much love for. Anybody that knows me knows I would never... Girl, shut up. Because ain't nobody going for none of that. Period. Like I said, I called y'all and told y'all what happened to my son, and ain't nobody called me. Y'all waited a whole week, and I had to call y'all back for you to say, oh, no, I didn't do that. No, that never happened. Stop playing with me. All that good girl, goody two-shoes you be trying to pull, not going for it. Been not like you, ain't gonna like you. Tried to give you a chance, you blew it. Anyway, what the truth of the matter is that you sitting at home and you so mad and miserable because whatever going on over there, and you pregnant and you got a baby, then that man is leaving you with his child and you don't like his baby mama. That's what the problem is. But since you saying that I'm lying on you, I have 8 videos to prove to you that I'm not lying. So I'm going to just start from the beginning. I'm going to start from the top. Since I'm lying on you.
But you tell me that you don't like me too. You tell me all the time. You say I don't love you. You say you're not my daddy anymore. And you love me.
And you just tell me to sit down and you just watch. And you just watch Juice WRLD because you just watch Juice WRLD.
Yeah, I was watching Juice WRLD. You didn't want to watch Juice WRLD?
No, I hate Juice WRLD.
But you wanted to watch Tarzan?
Yeah.
But you watched Tarzan.
Huh?
You watched Tarzan.
Why don't you like Chyna?
Because I don't.
Why not, though, son? You always happy every time. And when I leave you in the house with her, you be happy. What's the rule?
You have to stop leaving me, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna stop leaving you. Okay, I got you, son. I won't leave you anymore.
Okay.
Alright. But she hurt you? Did Chyna hurt you? Did she hit you or something like that?
I was falling in your floor. I was falling in your floor.
In my floor? Who hit you? Me? Or Chyna?
Chyna.
Okay. Did it hurt?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
No.
You didn't cry?
Yeah, I did cry. She was mean to you? Huh? She was being mean to you? Yeah. Why did she be mean to you? Because she's bad. She's bad? Yeah. Okay. So you don't want to hang with Tata anymore? So, I'm gonna call the police on her. I'm gonna call the police.
See, I've been real chill.
Oh, Lee. She continued.
That's really crazy. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why do you want to shoot somebody, Bubba?
Because everyone's
What did she do that was mean? That makes you want to shoot her. Shooting somebody is crazy. What did she do to you to make you want to shoot her?
throw a pillow at me.
What happened when she threw a pillow at you? Did it hurt you? Was you okay?
It hurts me.
Did you fall or was you standing up when she threw a pillow?
I was fall.
Did she help you up?
No.
Why are you so angry? Okay, y'all get the picture. And I have 8 more of them videos. So don't ever tell me that I'm trying to... About what? Please explain to me what I'm bitter about. Nothing. No. That's really crazy. Are you at all? Absolutely nothing. I have no reason to be bitter about anything. So please stop with that. I'm not going to sit on the internet and come on here and lie about my child, saying my child said something that he absolutely never said or came home and said to me. My child have been around you for years at this point. Why would I just decide to right now to be like, no, let me just be mad and just say your son sick? For what? Why? I know that every single time that my baby goes to LA, he's with you 24/7. His dad is never barely even there. Why would I create just this specific time to be mad at the babysitter? Why? I don't have any reason to lie.
Hey, by the way, I gotta stop it at certain points. This is just pettiness between women. You can't just call G Herbo's probably future wife and the woman he's having 2 kids with. He has 1 kid with you. He's having 2 kids. Like, this Chyna girl already has a kid for him, and they're having another kid. He's probably gonna marry her. That's your son's stepmom. That's not no babysitter. You see how women just try like the petty shit just to try to belittle other women? It's not no babysitter, nigga. That's about to be your kid's stepmom.
When my son come home, I ask him, did you have fun with your dad? I don't say, what was the girl doing? It's none of my business. I'm not worried about that. I want to know what's going on with my child and his father. It has nothing to do with you. But when he came home, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. He had a scrape on his nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. She done added the music so y'all can feel bad for her. Girl, leave my son off your page. You know better, do better.
Are you saying hey to me?
This is like some real ghetto shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. And she continues, she was like, yo, you got 20 minutes to delete it. If I post what you really don't want me to post, it's the last I'm gonna tell you. Did that girl like actually, let me see it. Latina, something like that. I don't know these people like that. This is like shade room fuckery. Yo, that girl Ari was on live with 100,000 people, like just watching her. Oh, I think she deleted it. Damn, 100,000 people watching her, like just talk about this bullshit. I kid you not. I couldn't even believe it. And I think that's it. Anyway, there's a full video actually, I think. What's it called? Ari G Herbo. Let me see if I can find the full thing. Remember, we've played videos of like Ari and G Herbo before. Let me see if I can find the full fucking thing. I know somebody will probably be like, yo, Ak, why do you even care about this? I ain't gonna lie, if G Herbo was not involved, we would not give two fucks. 420 minutes. It's like a 12-minute one. Let me see.
You know, I'm trying to. I can't imagine my man calling me like,
oh, here we go.
For what? Why? I know that every single time that my it has nothing to do with you. But when he came home, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. He had some girl, I'm not finna allow you. That's for what? So delete my son off of your page. Why you talking about I had to hide my love and do all that good girl shit you be trying to do? Like you could play that with the internet, but you're not gonna play it with me. Delete my son off your page. Stop making it seem like somebody lying on you. It's not. It's never giving that. Like, for real. Cause what reason do I have to lie on you? You babysit my son. I don't want to be mad at you.
Yo, women are so fucking petty. And this is where you realize the majority of women are just straight pawns in a game for men. Like, she's beefing with this other woman, and her whole goal in all of this is to belittle this woman that the other woman doesn't feel too important. You're a babysitter? Like,
play it with me. Delete my son off your page. Stop making it seem like somebody lying on you. It's not.
Yo, imagine calling somebody who also has or is about to have 2 more kids for G Herbo. So really, your son, that's their siblings. Imagine calling their mom the babysitter. It's not a babysitter, nigga. Like, that's pretty much your kid's stepmom. But with women, it's so much of a competition. This should be like so disgusting. I be watching them all on the Shade Room. Like, they all got baby daddy father issues, yo. Like, she with Moneybag Yo, but like, it sounds like she want G Herbo still. Or she's mad that G Herbo is moving on, having kids with other people.
It's never giving that. Like, for real. Cause what reason do I have to lie on you? You babysit my son. I don't want to be mad at you. I want to be able to drop my son off so I can go do what I want to do. But the babysitter done messed up, so I don't want my son around you. Y'all.
The babysitter done messed up.
It's not. It's never. You babysit my son. I don't want to be mad at you. I want to be able to drop my son off so I can go do what I want to do. But the babysitter done messed up, so I don't want my son around you. Y'all never even. If somebody was to call me and say,
yo, you're in a no-win position with bitches like this. Let me tell you why. Okay, cool. You don't want your kid, like, first of all, G Herbo clearly is making a life with this new girl. Like, it's not just a bitch he's fucking. He's living with her. She's pregnant. They have a kid already. That's his household. This chick over here is trying to use the little leverage she got to try to fuck shit up and change shit around. No, nigga, just get over it. He loves this one girl. He ain't never loved you like that. He dropped a baby in your belly. I'm sorry. And this is the thing, and I understand it for women a little bit too, because kids are costly for women. I ain't gonna lie. I was with a chick, and to keep it real, she was an amazing girl, but she had a kid prior to me. And I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I just couldn't even see myself playing the stepdaddy role. I'm gonna keep it 100. So that probably affected, like, things with me and her. It definitely did. I know it definitely did. So, like, I don't know if Moneybag Yo cares about this. I don't want to assume he does. But women do walk around the baggage of if they have a kid with a dude and if it doesn't work out, that other people are going to, like, wait against her. But this just comes across, like, bitter. Like, she's just trying to use any fucking little leverage.
I don't want to be mad at you. I want to be able to drop my son off so I can go do what I want to do. But the babysitter done messed up, so I don't want my son around you. Y'all never even, if somebody was.
So here's the position she's trying to put G Herbo in. If G Herbo's going to chill with her child, he can't be around his future wife and the baby mama of his other 2 kids that he lives with. If he says, all right, you know what? I'm not going to watch the kid, she going to say he's a deadbeat dad. Basically, this is how women use kids to basically get a nigga in line. He got to do what you want when you want and under your terms.
To call me and say, I can't imagine my man calling me like, yeah, my son said, he saw my baby mama, you did this and the third. I'm finna call her. Y'all done let a whole week go by. Ain't nobody even said nothing to me at all. Ain't nobody said nothing. Nobody called me. Yeah, let's figure this out. Or let me speak to your son. Nobody called. Neither one of y'all ain't called me. Y'all ain't said nothing. Y'all waited a whole week and then I called. And I asked my son before I called, your son, what happened to your knee? I don't even say, so what, so-and-so? No, I said, what happened to your knee? He got the same exact story. My son ain't no liar. My son is smart, baby.
By the way, I'm going to be honest. I listened to a long version. I don't know if I can find the whole long version. Y'all probably don't even care. Bro, the whole shit sound like coaching. I'm going to just keep it 100. The whole shit sound like coaching. Like, yo, let me tell you this, yo. If you don't like somebody as a kid, let me tell you, I grew up around a bunch of women, bro. Like, whoever my mom didn't like on certain parts of the family, I ain't like. Because I heard it. I heard the energy. I felt it. You don't like that chick, man. Of course your kid not going to like that chick. So if y'all don't know what happened, so like she left the kid, G Herbo went somewhere, the kid's with G Herbo's girl, who G Herbo already has a kid with, and the kid came back with like scratches or whatever. The kid is saying that he was running and G Herbo's other baby mama threw a pillow and hit him, and like he was hurt. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. And y'all could criticize me because I'm a guy. Bro, it sounds like they were fucking playing, bro. I'm sorry. Like, if you about to fuck a kid up, my nigga, like, I don't think you throwing a pillow at them when they running, bro. Like, you about to really fuck them up. Like, yeah, like, yo, I remember being a kid, like, not saying the kid lying, but I think the kid is telling a story because they love their mom, which is her, and she realizes that you don't like the other chick. And did the kid get a little hurt while playing? Yes. Duh. But every kid gets hurt while playing. I got scars from today that I got hurt while playing too much or playing. That's what kids do. You know, unfortunately, and by the way, you know, I'm not telling her how she should react. She's a mother. You want to be protective. But, like, I don't think she's checking the fact that she hates this chick so much that she wants it to be a case of another woman abusing her child.
Very, very, very smart. He not finna just sit up and be lying on you. It had been 3 months. He still got the same story. Why am I picking on you? For what? You the weakest link. I have no reason to pick on you. Literally nothing. I have nothing against you, don't care about you, don't care what you do, nothing. Only thing that I've ever cared about is my son and him being around you. And we talked about that. It's been cool since then. He went with you. He came back. He said he was hurt. He said he don't like you. He said you did something to him. Y'all never called me back.
Yo, let me tell you this. When Moneybagg Yo puts a baby in this chick belly, I'll take her serious. You see ratchet chicks like this, bro? Hell. Moneybagg Yo, by the way, his career got a upgrade with this chick. He's been doing good. I ain't say he don't like her. He don't like fucking her. He maybe not love her. But let me tell you, a chick like this, man, you only know the fucking hell that she has when you got to put a kid in her. And until Moneybagg Yo get there, I'm going to just think he's just having fun. Real talk.
I called y'all back a week later. You said no, it never happened, blah, blah, whatever. I asked her, I said, okay, so you telling me that even though you wasn't at home.
Bro, this gonna be mad as unpopular. Bro, she don't like the fact. Let me tell you this. Women compete with the weirdest shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you why she don't fuck with this new chick, especially in this heating back up again. This chick about to have her second baby. You see, women, like, they use these random things as placeholders to be important in especially dudes' lives. And especially when you deal with women like that where there's no commitment, there's no ring, there's no marriage. A lot of these ratchet chicks, they use babies. And she's seen her importance and relevance getting wiped off the map, and she got to make us think about it. She has a baby. The other girl has a baby. The other girl is pregnant 8 months with a second baby. You know what happens? You're about to be the odd baby mama out that has the least amount of leverage because now, like, remember what G was first start talking about? Yo, why y'all talking about I love another kid more than my first kid? Come on, man. Y'all know where all that's coming from, man. This is these baby mamas. They over here beefing. I'm just trying to tell y'all what it is. She see the other baby mom about to have 2 kids, and she look at that the fact that she got 1 kid, feel a little insecure. She's nitpicking.
And your son he said this to his daddy. What happened? I said, so you telling me that he lying? He said, yes, he's lying. At that point, I don't want to talk to nobody. It's no conversation that needs to be had. For what? You don't want to get your son. So when you all on Instagram, I miss my son, and then you were just with him the day before that. So why are you doing that? No, I didn't want you around my son either because you went against your son. Do you want to keep on going through third parties talking about you want to call me and apologize? You see the bigger picture now? No. You already you want to play no. Like, stay protected over there doing whatever you doing. That's fine. But when you get my son, you will get him by yourself. Period. Never try to ever be like, oh, he did this, that, and you say to somebody, oh, if you think I would let somebody hurt my son. Nobody never said that. I said that you.
Ratchet shit, man. I'm going to just be honest, man. Yo, listen, with all due respect, yo, Ari, man, you got to let G Herbo go, bro. Like, you have to let him go. You have to let him go. You with Moneybagg Yo now. You got to start thinking about building a family with Moneybagg Yo. You got to start thinking about having your first child with Moneybagg Yo. That's some real shit. And of course, you're supposed to be a mother and taking care of your kid, but a lot of the things you be saying, yo, you're referring to your child's sibling's mother as a babysitter. It's not no babysitter. That's a stepmom. You know who would be a babysitter? If they sent their child to come with you, because you're not in the equation. I think, you know what I mean, a lot of these ratchet chicks, they got to let the hate out their heart, man. Yo, the baby mama syndromes and the baby mama shit that be going on where women just drag niggas into like this sea of toxicity is just, it's getting too much, man. Y'all got to get over this shit, man. This shit's a dub now, man. Please get over it. Anyway. Still, with all me saying that, it's like, bro, I don't know who telling the truth. They're both baby mamas. You feel me? And this is why I fuck with what G Herb, Dirk and India got going on. Because all of these chicks, they ain't got nothing to show for all the fuckery they done did. All they get is baby mamas, big belly after big belly. The only one who got a ring, or at least a prospective ring, is India. Shit. It could be after the kid, but at least she about to be a wife. You get me? These chicks, you know how they still positioning to like be better than the other one? Because they're all baby mamas, man. I realize it. Like these chicks, that baby mama syndrome. Yo, I know. Again, I was doing this chick shagging kid. Like, bro, she would tell me shit like, yo, but I'm his first baby mama though. And I'm like, yo, what does that mean? You're a baby mama. He has 5 other baby mamas. You're just one of them. It just doesn't matter. You get me? Like, there's no like prize for being the first one, the last one, the middle one, the smartest one. You're a baby mama. That's it. You get me? You had a child, because women got a choice in all this too. You had a child with a nigga without being in wedlock, without knowing if that nigga was going to be there. And after that nigga had that kid, that nigga dipped and went on to greener pastures for whatever reason. Okay. We're going to move on from this. What the fuck that one pull up? Oh, what should I talk about? Oh shit, we getting little top chats on this. Somebody say, yo, this wouldn't have happened if bro went to Egypt. What the fuck is Egypt? Egypt. All right, come on. People. What else did I miss? I missed a bunch. Let me just go to my Instagram page. YouTube, I see, YouTube, I ain't gonna lie, y'all turning up like crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all are turning up. Yeah, funny. Oh, Young Boy, I know y'all want Young Boy. Yo, by the way, salute to Cardi B who did a drill song. She did a song with K Flock, Dougie B. I like it. I'm not gonna play it on here because we still have YouTube attached, and I don't want to get no strikes or whatever. By the time I play music, I'm cutting YouTube, so everybody gotta go to Twitch at that point. So I'm gonna play that at the end of the stream. Anyway, let's go down to this, man. Chat, what did y'all think? Chat, what did y'all think?
Jada's react.
Hold on. I think I might delete off my page because I know how they come for shit. Here we go. I know Shade Room probably got it still. Let's see if we can find this bitch. This is slap heard around the world. So if you guys don't know, like around a few days ago at the Oscars, okay? At the Oscars, I'm trying to get the actual slap. Okay, cool. So at the Oscars, we had Chris Rock who made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. And it wasn't even really about her hair, if you ask me, the joke. I'm going to play it. I'm going to pause it maybe a little bit, but just try to explain. Okay. The joke isn't there. The joke, it only shows when he's walking up. Does anyone have the joke? I guess not. But here's the walk up and the slap. Here we go. Sorry. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Will Smith
So Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. What happened?
Wow.
Why did they mute the whole thing? Okay. And then he was like, yo, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Here's another version.
Will Smith just smacked the
Here we go.
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke. I'm going to, okay? Ow. Will Smith just smacked the
Boy. I'll let it play one more time.
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke. I'm going to, okay? Ow.
Alright. I know we on Twitch, but listen, man, it's Big Act, you know, we have different rules. Will Smith is a fucking simp. Let's just get straight to it, man. Yo, Will Smith, the fresh simp of Bel-Air. I just can't believe this was his actions, man. I'm telling you, man, I really grew up looking up to this guy. I thought he was a clean cut, but a man. And I'm realizing maybe Denzel was the only person like that, because I realized, yo, Will Smith is a cuck. Straight up and down. I can't say nothing else, okay? The fresh simp of fucking Bel-Air, okay? Let me just tell you this, man. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock to actually hide and disguise the real reason why his relationship and also his life is in turmoil. We've learned so much about Will Smith, but also his relationship in the last year and a half. And the reason why is because his wife got some fucking podcast that she can't stop using him as an example of a bitch ass nigga. Let's be very clear. A lot of the shit that was going on with them, we didn't have to know, but she used it constantly to fucking, and this is what I'm saying. Always watch out for a woman who's down to sacrifice her reputation to further what she got going on. This red table talk shit is nothing but fuckery. She sacrificed that man's reputation, that man's masculinity, and also his manhood, just to make sure that she had good talking points. Some of these things he was dealing with within himself. That's why we realized he was never really happy. But it never boiled up to the point where he had to react until now. You know why he had to react? And by the way, if we didn't know anything about the entanglement, anything about all the shit she said about him on the Red Table Talk, if he never went on there, he would have never slapped somebody. You know why? Because he would have held it, even if he felt some type of way. But he was at his last wit's end. He had to slap that motherfucker. And when slapping that motherfucker, he didn't slap him for himself. Let me just explain to you what the whole situation is with Will Smith. Will Smith is with a woman, and unfortunately, Will Smith cannot satisfy that woman. She's said she's emasculated him so many times. She's made it very clear that she's not enough. And I've always just said to people, when you're with someone who you love with every fiber of your soul, every particle of your being, and they have deemed, or they continue to let you know that you're not enough. They never give you reaffirmation. Anything you tried your best, and they don't even say good job. They're like, you could have done better. It's one of those people. That's abuse. But nobody wants to talk about what Will might have been going through mentally. They're trying to blame it down on his parents. They're talking about he had some PTSD from his father talking to his mom. That's cap. That nigga has been with a woman who never ever told him he was enough. This is 100% fact. Anytime she could have affirmed that he's the alpha, he's the masculine guy, he's a dominant figure who she loves, and who, despite whatever she might think of in her little weird ass mind when it comes to a relationship, she should have affirmed him that he's the perfect nigga for her. And let me tell you this for any guy who's out there. Listen, I don't care if you look crazy. I don't care if you're fat, ugly, tall, short. I don't care if you got bad breath. I don't care if you broke, you rich. If you with a woman doesn't fully accept you if she constantly points out your inadequacies, okay? If she got with you, nigga, she knew who you were, and she knows it pretty quickly. She continues to poke fun at you about the things that you may not come up, to quote unquote her standard. She's doing it to keep you in a place of being insecure. If she fucked you a bunch of times and you got a small dick, but she still got jokes about your small dick, my nigga, she already knew you had a small dick. She fucks with the small dick. But you know what? She wants you to be still insecure. Because you know why? Some women actually get off at the fact that they could control you. Some women actually get off at the fact that they could keep you wrapped up in their fucking palm. Some women get off at the fact that they have the ultimate power when you feel insecure about yourself. That's Jada. There's no reason why we had to hear about Tupac been dead. I love Pac. Pac's one of the greatest ever. But Pac been dead since 96, nigga. You don't need to tell us all the great things about Pac and how you lusted after him. That should have been dead with Pac in the grave. You with this nigga. The fuck is you talking about Pac so much? That's a fact. You talked about a nigga so much that goddamn Will Smith had to come out on his own damn recognizance and say, I was jealous of a nigga. The nigga been dead 20 goddamn years. Why does he gotta say this shit now? You know why? Because you never ever told that nigga, hey, that nigga was cool, but you're the best. Make that nigga feel insecure, man. We told my Chris Rock, this shit ain't got nothing to do with Chris Rock. That was a weak joke, a G.I. Jane joke. I didn't even get it till I Googled this shit. That ain't no joke about alopecia. That's a joke that hit hard, that he thought was funny, and he looked over at his wife. Trust me, and I said it on my podcast. I gotta go watch that solo episode where I did it with Leaf, actually. The episode where I talked about this whole shit. It reminds me of situations that men get into a lot of times where you are put in a position where your woman disapproves of you not doing anything. That nigga was laughing at that motherfucking joke. He was laughing at that motherfucking joke. And as soon as he looked at his wife's eyes told him that shit not funny, so he stopped thinking it was funny. That shit offended me. Do something. And it's because he's never been adequate enough that he stood up like a drone and went to do that shit. I'm telling you, brother. When he looked in her eyes, that's the only way he could still, because he's been trying for over 2 decades to secure his manhood with his own wife. And his own wife now has a public platform Talk about this red table talk shit. By the way, it's a mistake that he's about to go on that shit. Why the fuck you about to go on this red table talk? She gonna emasculate that nigga some more. She's never went on that bitch and said, yo, this is my superhero. This nigga is my protector. This nigga, he's done everything to secure me, make sure that we have a way of life. He's done everything to satisfy me. All we hear from this chick, he ain't doing enough. She's talking about August Alsina. Oh yeah, Will couldn't satisfy me, so I had to find another nigga. Nobody want to hear that bullshit. And this is the problem with everybody who's in this new like, you know, really pussyfied society. We got to act like, yo, a dude who's being told that he, you know, even though we're raised, sometimes it's nature over nurture. By nature, men are supposed to be the breadwinners. By nature, we are supposed to be the people who are the suppliers and who are supposed to provide certain things. But nurture is trying to say now, those same men will grow up to be the same if they're pussy, if they can't provide nothing in life, they can't defend nothing, and if they don't stand for anything. Will Smith is the biggest example. That nigga not happy. I never seen her give that nigga one type of prop. She sunned him. Even when he went on the red table talk, he should have never even went on that bitch. Shorty, you in an entanglement. You let that nigga sing about it. What the fuck that got to do with me? I gotta come here to co-sign your sins. And when he came there and he basically put his neck on the guillotine to once again get his neck chopped off just for her reputation and her ego. But she got this nigga so balled up in her fucking palm of her hands. When that nigga was there, you know what? And I could go back to the clip. You know what she said? She said it in front of his face. I didn't need his permission. Nobody could get me the permission. You in a marriage with a nigga, and you basically saying that the mere fact you stepped out that relationship, that marriage, y'all got kids together, you stepped out that marriage and fucked a R&B singer. Nobody had to give you no permission because you some big boss. Bro, you took that man's manhood, bro. That nigga been walking around emasculated for the longest. I'm going to tell you how some of these things manifest itself. I see Will Smith get on the gram afterwards. Yo, I'm about to get back in shape. I know insecurity when it comes to niggas. When you feel you're not enough for your bitch, you start trying to better yourself so much because you're hoping that whatever she's been looking at, maybe you could get to that point that you're the nigga who she wants to be with. No, nigga. I'm about to get back in shape. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. I'm about to do more. I'm about to make more money. I'm about to do... Nigga, you ain't the one for her. Shorty wanted Pac. Shorty wants some other shit. She wanted August Alsina. That's slapping. You gonna hear her say it. You gotta watch body language. I can't wait till I see this bullshit ass red table talk. She gonna give approval to him for a first time in a long time. Even though that act of gaining approval probably ruined a lot of his chances in Hollywood. Women don't give a fuck. She's gonna give him props, but she's gonna sun him while she's doing it. Because those props is temporary. She doesn't look at him differently than she looked at that nigga for the last 20 years. She ain't had no respect then. She still ain't had no respect now. But she at least respect that moment. I watched that shit and it's sad, man. I seen that nigga cry. And all them tears, he don't want to be honest, man. All them tears is because his own wife don't respect him, dog. I'm telling you, she don't respect that nigga, bro. Bro, she talked about fucking another man. And she said that this is how self-absorbed she is. People haven't really analyzed her. She said one of the reasons she fucked August Alsina is because she saw he was broken and she thought she could help him. If she thought that about a stranger, what does she think about Will? She probably thinks she's helping him as a broken soul just by being with him. Y'all gotta go back and watch her. She been having this nigga Will Strong the fuck out. It's surprising and shocking. All respect to Chris Rock, but that slap came down because it was a nigga who has never been enough in his life to his own woman, who thought a joke was kind of funny because it was a G.I. Jane joke. It's a little weak, but it was still, could be funny. It's an award show type joke. And he looked at his wife, and his wife had that look on her face and probably looked him in the eye. We all got the full footage. I guarantee she looked him in the eye. And I guarantee what he read off that look was, this is exactly why I think you a bitch. And when that nigga seen it, he been getting played on the internet. He's at an award show. He's getting punked at home. That nigga got up and said, fuck it. I'm going to be honest. Fuck it. Something got to give. Something had to give. He seen her. Y'all playing him. He rather, trust me, you know why he was partying so happily after? Because a nigga like him, he rather be seen as squandering away his opportunity in the industry than be seen as inadequate in his wife's eyes. She been trying him ever since. She don't got no respect for this man. She want Pac. Bro, I read some of these interviews. Bro, look at these headlines. Look at these headlines. Jada says Will could never satisfy her. Look. Hold up. Now she's saying it was. No, this is when she cleaned it up. I got. Wait, where is it at? We don't. Oh, this is all the cleanups. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Will was doing cuck shit. I don't have the strength to satisfy Jada's sexual desires. Nigga, what type of desire does this chick got that you don't have the strength to do it? Jada gets candid about her sex life. Hold on, I'm going to get y'all the right part. Look at this bullshit. We have given each other trust and freedom with the belief that I don't suggest this road for nobody. Will is the ultimate cock. Will's been conflicted because he played the Fresh Prince, but his life has never been that. The Fresh Prince is who we wanted Will to be, but who Will wanted to be. I think we have to be honest with that. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is who we wanted. You know why we're so upset? We thought that was him. You know, if we heard the same story about Carlton Banks with his wife, we'd be like, it's Carlton. In reality, you always said this. Think about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Carlton, they said a nigga like Carlton, right? Just like if you know Braxton with Jamie Foxx show. They said those actors were always plagued by the fact that their persona on those shows that was very popular, became so big that people didn't want to see them as anything else. But let's be honest. It's the same with Will. You know why Will was a natural hit in Bad Boys? Mike Lowry getting all the bitches. In all the roles where the bitches are fawning over him, we accept it because we bought into Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Of course, they all want Will. They love Will. Will get bitches. What we all don't want to accept is Will was closer to Carlton than Carlton was closer to Carlton. It's a cuck. It's a cuck. And we would have never known until it's red fucking table. Somebody say he's bi. I don't think he's bi at all. I think he's a cuck. But when I say that, like, I know some of y'all think about that, like, white people cuck shit. Like, white people, they're cucks and they like it. Or some white people, they're cucks and they love it. Will, if you ever read his book, he has so many issues from the past. That you would understand this a little bit more. His acceptance from people and from the opposite sex has been yearned for years. I'm just telling you that Jada has done a number on this nigga. This nigga is fucked up. And this is my guy. Will, my homie. But Will is not Fresh Prince. Will is not Mike Lowry. Will is not Hitch. Will is none of these dudes or characters that he's played where he's getting women and he's a sex or relationship guru. Remember when he played Hitch? Will Smith, Hitch. His character in Hitch, which we all agreed was the nigga who was a date doctor. He was teaching other men how to get women. The irony. The man who's teaching women how to get, the man who's teaching other men how to get women obsessed with him or obsessed with them, his own woman in real life obsessed with Pac. Obsessed with August Alsina. Obsessed with everybody but him. That's a conflict. And that's an inner conflict. Him slapping Chris Rock was his last attempt to try to prove his manhood to his woman. We're going to see a lot of blowback from this. Because he's never gone this far in trying to do it. At least publicly. He was allowing her to fuck whoever she wanted. She came to him, oh yeah, I want to fuck August Alsina now. You know what he was saying? Okay, baby. As long as you still love me. She was like, yeah, I love you, nigga. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to August concert tonight. He say he's going to be hitting the falsetto and then he's going to be fucking the shit out of me. I'll catch you later. She was like, okay, you still love me though, right? Yeah, I love you. Okay, see you later, buddy. He was cool with it. The nigga was cool with it. He was down to let other niggas fuck his girl as long as he still felt there was some love there. Somebody said, do you think Jada's a freak? I don't think anything with Jada is sexual. Like, him just not being able to sexually, meet her standard. I think Jada is a manipulator, but there's a lot of them in life. And when women catch a malleable guy, a weak nigga, or someone who they can run game on, they do it for as long as they can, but they are often usually shocked. And I guarantee when Jada talks about this, she was going to be like, I guarantee this is going to be her talk. Remember this. It was definitely out of line, but I was shocked that Will did it. But I love him. You shouldn't be shocked that he did it. He was pushed to that point. Why was he pushed to that point? He been trying to get your approval for years. Jada has been fucking with this nigga Will Head for years, bro. Here's the funny part about it. Because everything that we tangibly call success and the metrics we look at, she pales in comparison to him. You know why people, they're trying to say, no, it's because of the history of Chris Rock and Jada. Bro, Jada ain't that popping of an actor or actress. She got clowned before by Chris Rock. You know why? Bro, you not getting no fucking awards at the Oscars. The fuck? Jada? Nigga, Jada ain't no fucking good actor like that. But that's what I'm trying to say. The real star in the relationship is Will. Yet, due to manipulation, he was led and walked into a moment where he's pretty much down to throw. I think this was the first time he was ever going to win Best Actor at the Oscars. He was willing to fuck up that moment for the acceptance or potential acceptance from his wife. The more successful nigga who's with the career loser. And when I mean career loser, she ain't winning Oscars like that. Let's be honest. When he was about to get to the mountaintop, he looked in her face and seen that disapproval, and in his mind instantly said, fuck that Oscar. I gotta make her feel good. I think he's in an abusive relationship, but of course, men, when we are, taken advantage of or abused mentally by a woman, nobody gives a fuck. We're just usually called bitch ass niggas. That's just how it goes. I empathize and sympathize with Will Smith, but I hope he gets help. And I hope Jada allows him to get help. Please. Okay. Let me see how this shit is working so far. Holy. Yo, YouTube is winning right now, but YouTube, we're gonna have to cut you because I'm about to listen to I'm listening to Young Boy's 12 songs and I'm getting off of here. Hey, thank y'all so much. I'm gonna be honest with you, Twitch. This is inconclusive, I'm gonna be honest. It's about tied. We've had about 3,500 on average on both platforms. I hope I've read everybody's comments. Let me see. I think I've read everybody's comments. If I've missed any super chats, let me know. If I've missed any donations, somebody said, yo, I donated 60 to you. Oh, did you? Said, please drop a 6ix9ine update. Bro, like, I can't tell you everything with 6ix9ine. I'm just being honest, bro. It's just I'm waiting on 6ix9ine. I'm waiting on him. I'll tell you this. I went to I'm hoping he's doing good. I went to Florida. I expected to see him like normal. I didn't see him. Didn't hear from him, and other people hit me up concerning him, was wondering why, whatever. I did hear from him like a day ago. I hope he's doing well. I haven't talked to him, but I hope he's doing well. Especially when you see other artists, mental health comes before everything else. I hope he's doing well, and I'm obviously a resource and someone who's there to talk to everybody or talk to people who whatever. But yeah, I really don't know what's going on with him. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all not gonna believe me. I'm gonna be online. I really don't know. So he texted me. I called him. I've called him like 20 times in the last like 4 days, which he usually answers and returns my call. Got nothing back, so I don't know. Other people hit me like, yo, you've heard from him? I'm like, wait, what you mean? You haven't heard from him? I called him. I don't know. I have no idea. So again, just pray for him. I don't know what's going on, just to be honest. All right? Okay. That's my update. Ophio J Dizzy said, tell Meg she chill, man. Chill. Could we start a petition for Will to divorce her? Bro, it's not that easy, man. Like, yo, his whole happiness, if you ask me, is dependent on her. So it's not just divorcing somebody. Will has got so much money. The mere fact he would do that at the award show, I think he cares about the approval and the love of her more than anything else. Even if maybe personally it's not the best thing. When it comes to a situation like that, you need therapy. There's not no petition that's going to work. Like, I think he depends on her to be happy. And she controls his happiness basically with a string. Okay? Somebody said, get Tariq Nasheed or Dr. Umar on the podcast. Actually, I'm talking to Tariq. I don't know how to reach Dr. Umar, but I would. Somebody says, could you talk about, you did a video about how 6ix9ine used to be the most loving artist in the industry. Could you react to it? We'll react to 6ix9ine next time around. Okay? Yeah, no. Bro, as I said, bro, I'm here. I'm here. I'm a resource to everybody. I talked to Ugly God recently. Ugly God doing his thing. I still want him to put out some music, but he's doing his thing. I talked. Oh shit, Trippy. My bad. Oh, Trippy explained this whole deal to me. He called me. He was like, yo, let me explain this whole deal to you. I want to break down the Trippy deal. This is Trippy told me. This is Trippy Red. He signed a $30 million deal with 10K Projects, which is part of like Capital, or they have a deal with Capital. He basically was like, yo, listen, the reason why I got 30 million is, okay, and I heard you, he watched the stream. He's like, I heard you talk about the album sales, but like one thing you didn't take into account is like, dude, I usually have a bunch of singles that end up going gold and platinum constantly. So it's not necessarily that they have to recoup only off album sales. I've been a really good artist with singles that steadily over, like, say, the span of a year, always go gold. He's like, yo, I have the most gold plaques, just individual gold plaques on 10K Projects. I am the face of that label, without mentioning any other artists, and he is on the label with 6ix9ine. He said, I'm the only thing moving over here right now. Like, hey, they had to, not saying they overpaid, but they gotta secure the guy who's consistently putting out music, consistently getting plaques, and that's what his situation was. So, he said, hey, look at all my RIAA certifications. Like, I'm gonna recoup off music, and it's gonna be, if not maybe albums, singles. I put out a lot of shit. He's also doing some other good stuff, which spending his money wisely. I was supposed to listen to the project. Shit, Trippy, I'm gonna be back soon. I'm so sorry. I was like running around doing a million things. Yeah, I'll be listening to his shit, and I'll figure out what's up with that. Dirk interview, I'm pretty sure is gonna happen at some point. I know. Yo, we're gonna get that Dirk interview. I will tell you though, I'm having a big interview tomorrow. Okay, should I spoil it? I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all. Actually, I don't know if it's big though. It's big, right? I'll tell you. I'm doing Roddy tomorrow. Okay, so we're doing that tomorrow. I think he got a project, so we're doing that tomorrow. And actually, when we do that tomorrow, I'm gonna put it out probably the next day, so it'll be good. Okay. Yo, Roddy's like super good energy. Like he had mad stories to me, when we was like kicking it. Yo, so I hit Roddy because I know he was in Miami, so I hit him. I'm like, yo, Roddy, do the podcast. Yo, Roddy was like, yo, let's do the interview when you come back, and when I'm back in New York, I want to do it in my hood. And I was like, what the fuck? Are we going to do it in the GS9 block? And I talked to like some of his people, and they were like, absolutely not. We're not doing it there. Like, we're going to come to your studio, and we're going to do it there. That's how it goes. No, not Roddy Rich. Rowdy Rebel. That's it, Roddy? Okay, Rowdy Rebel. Yeah, Rowdy Rebel. Yeah, he was trying to do it on his block. I think he was trying to do like what Dirk did with what's his name. But like, yeah, I'm on the block. His label was like, yeah, no. We ain't trying to do nothing on no block, nigga. Fuck out of here with a block. How much is Fabio Foreign selling? You want me to give a prediction? 45. I haven't looked at no numbers though. Birdman, let's just say he explained why every contract could be recontracted. You ever seen this shit right here? I don't want to talk too much about it. It's big. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to talk too much about it. Birdman contracts. Like you say, contracted. Let's see if I can find that shit. It's like all contract could be recontracted. That shit's hilarious. I can't find it though. I got so much to say about that, but I got to keep it on the hush for a little bit. Chat. X and Juice dropping. Hey, well, so the Juice's fans, right? Let me go to my page. Yo, the Juice's fans, I'm pretty sure y'all have heard like most of like his leaks or whatever the case is. Have y'all heard the song that he's dropping with X? No one of y'all had to hear it. It's no way nobody's ever heard the song. Is it out already? Oh, it's unheard. Graham, what up with you, bro? Have I gotten so Illuminati? No, not yet. Yo, we have a bunch of people who's kind of reaching out, man. We have a bunch of people who's reaching out. Like, we're getting back in the mix of things. Just know I'm doing a lot. Actually, I have a podcast that came out today. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The person who I'm doing it is gonna shock you though. It's gonna shock you. I'll say the next I tried to upload it today. I think the service was down a little bit. Tears was shed. Tears is shed on the next Off the Record podcast. I ain't gonna lie. Corey Ray first week numbers. When is her project coming out? Yo, Chad Queen. I guess I could say it now. Yo, Chad. So I was supposed to. So this was Florida. When we landed, we were supposed to do a Shensia interview. right? We're supposed to do it at Russian Studio and the airport because we missed our flight. Dumb me, sorry. Missed my flight. We got there later, and then when we went there, like she had like a date or something like that. And oh my god, like we're supposed to do it. And I'm gonna hit them back up because she went to Puerto Rico like the next day. I know she's back, but we're supposed to do a Shensia interview. Sorry on that. I like Shensia. You know Shensia, she Jamaican like me still in or something. I'm gonna hold it on. Somebody says, so I thought you have a huge announcement with YB. How you know gotta do with YB? It's a big announcement still, but yo, let me work a few things out. I can't announce it on the stream, but this is huge. It's huge. I got some shit. Explain how rappers make money during COVID. I should do a podcast with Birdman. Maybe I did. Who knows? What else y'all saying? Lotto's album sales. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. Hey, this is our first test at doing this whole thing right here. I'm gonna try to come back on tomorrow night. I remember I'm doing the Roddy interview tomorrow. Why I keep calling him Roddy? I'm doing Rowdy tomorrow, and I think somebody else. And I'm gonna do some YouTube videos. So I'm back home, so I'm back on the YouTube video grind. This and third, back on the YouTube video grind. And we got some videos some podcasts that we did in Miami. We're gonna schedule up. So off the record shit should be booming. YouTube videos booming and streams we back loaded because I got a bunch of content to talk about. It is what time is it right now? I can't even know. It's 2:44. Why did my computer say 1:44? It's 2:44. I'm about to get off of this because I still gotta, I gotta get back into our headquarters, bring a bunch of equipment back in, set certain shit up, get ready for Rowdy. My bad on that. And chat, I'm gonna hope to get back on stream tomorrow night. Thank y'all so much. You guys are just fucking amazing. I love y'all so much. And I hope, I always just say, I try to give y'all my all and every bit of information and, just try to make y'all feel as much as an insider to this business as I am. I'm not a industry dude like that. A lot of people don't necessarily like me, but I still get my info one way or another. It's always right. And I try to give all y'all that info as well. So, keep rocking with me. Thank y'all. And I know I was going for 6 days, so I know I had y'all starving for a bunch of shit. I'm definitely going to provide it. Give me until tomorrow to get back on YouTube, and hopefully tomorrow night we could get back and we'll do a part 2 of this. You get me? Everything I ain't talk about tonight, DM me or whatever, and we'll talk about tomorrow. All right? Chat. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Somebody says Yeet interview. I hit him up. I hit Yeet up. Is he doing interviews though? Because he might be in that little, like when artists get in that little like non-talkative part because everything's working without them talking. Sometimes the artist talking could fuck it up. So he's been winning without talking. Maybe him talking fucks it up. Who knows? Right? Somebody said, was Rowdy the big news? That was not the big news. That was not the big news. Yo, y'all just trying to have me snitch on myself, man. All right? Blazing Chula is like, it was an interview for the OTF collab. No, I'm not. Dirk ain't going to do me like that. Don't do that. Somebody said, can we get a DDG podcast? Yes. Yo, so here's the thing. I'm setting up an LA run. I have a few people that we're going to do in LA, okay? I already got it set up. So we're going to do Carl Cherry. Carl Cherry is the LA run. DDG is the LA run. He wants to do it at his crib. So we're going to shoot it at his crib. And T-Pain. I don't know if y'all fuck with T-Pain, but it's super hilarious. Dude, he is a podcaster too. So T-Pain, DDG, Carl Cherry. Who else? There was somebody else. Oh, Tariq Nasheed is out there in LA. So we would catch him out there too. That's 4. Or maybe I got to do LA like next week then. Wow. That's 4 people. If we could get those, that's lit, right? That's good for a trip. This is how I think of shit. If I get 4 podcasts that's on some definitive shit, let's do it. I think we could do it, bro. T-Pain, DDG, Tariq Nasheed, Carl Cherry. I'll get Van Lathan again. That's 5. Boosie don't be on the West Coast like that. I should get Boosie, right? Kanye interview? Yeah, shit, I gotta work on that. Y'all just tell me. Somebody said Steve will do it. I hit up Steve. I don't think Steve really do like podcasts like that. Bro, I hit up a lot of these people. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hit up a lot of these motherfuckers. Wayno's in Atlanta, so Wayno, we got to catch on the Atlanta run. Yo, y'all gotta tell me who I gotta hit up for Atlanta, because I have no Atlanta plans right now. We did Fredo Bang already. You gotta go check him on the podcast. Baby Keem. Oh shit, we were supposed to do Baby Keem before. Oh, okay, Baby Keem. Yo, okay, remember these people for LA Run then, right? Baby Keem, Tariq Nasheed, Van Lathan, DDG, T-Pain, and I had another one. You just write down all these people and just send it to me, because like I gotta like, before I plan a trip, I try to schedule it out and then I go there. It usually never works, but I try. Big 30 in LA? Somebody said Youngboy would never. Man, I love Youngboy, man, but also, you know, like, I'm not gonna make this artist versus artist. That's not fair to anybody. Yachty. Oh yeah. I gotta do Yachty's Atlanta. Yachty, Lil Baby. Nav's Atlanta too. JID. Sosa's LA. Sosa's LA. Do Trippy. No, Trippy. No, me and Trippy, we talked about it. Trippy said, yo, act. And I want to give away his album day, but it's like, yo, let's do it like with my album. I want to make this shit like big. You know what I mean? Atlanta, I feel like I haven't tapped into it all. Like, I would definitely want to do some shit with Future, Gunna. Jack Harlow, I've been trying to do some shit with. When Top 5 getting out, man, we just re-up on his lawyer fee, man. He about to get out soon. Yo, since I'm back in Jersey, right? Should I link up with Joe Budden and do some shit? Yo, if I bring Joe Budden on Off the Record, you think Spotify gonna be mad? Nah, they won't. They love me. If I bring Joe Budden on Off the Record, that's a dub, right? I should do that, right? All right, I'm gonna try. Boy Wonder, of course. Oh, Drew filmed it. We were supposed to do it in Miami. He's about to fly out here to me. So, Tinashe? I want to do Tinashe in all type voice. I mean, pause. All right, chat. Yo, I'm getting out of here, man. I love y'all so much, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope when you tune in, you get the industry, entertainment, whatever nourishment that you hope to get. I hope I could, be someone who gives that to you all the time. And I'll try to get back on tomorrow. I really like this dual setup right here. Like, obviously I pay a lot of attention to Twitch, but to be honest, like, I've been fucking with this YouTube shit a lot too. Like, it's crazy that we have both 3,000 viewers, over 3,000 on both platforms. Salute to our Facebook and then the other platforms as well. But Twitch, YouTube, that seems to be the thing. If you're wondering what will change with this particular broadcast, it's probably going to be privated, and you're still going to get your clips. You know what I mean? So if you want to watch the full thing, go over to Twitch. Sometimes YouTube be a little bit wishy-washy with the whole broadcast. I don't want people reporting and shit. So we're going to do our edits up, and Drill's going to do it. And you'll get the clips as usual on the channel. So anyway, love y'all. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to try to get some sleep. I was on a plane today. Yo, by the way, somebody got to tell me what this is. So I'm going to Miami, right? And I had a first class flight. Like, these days, bro, I don't know if I'm just taking too much flights, but I've almost developed this thing about claustrophobia. So I missed my first flight. Remember, we were supposed to interview Shenseea. I missed the first flight. They put me on a second flight. They told me, yo, there's no first class though. They say, if you want to get on this flight, and I was still trying to make the interview with her. So I took the flight. They're like, it's not first class, bro. They put me in the back seat right by the fucking bathroom, and they gave me a window seat. And dog, I'm telling you, claustrophobia was fucking with me so crazy. It's either claustrophobia or it's like anxiety, nigga. When I get on planes, I try to just sleep, and hopefully by the time I wake up, we're landing. I wake up, we're like over the fucking ocean, and my nigga, like, anxiety was just kicking my ass. Also, you got to keep in mind, like, when I'm in first class, I'm drinking I'm drinking my pains away, my nigga. Like you get complimentary like liquor and shit. So I'm like, yo, give me another liquor, until I fall asleep. I'm in the back of this shit, sober as shit, bro. I feel like the walls are closing in on me. The chick next to me, she has a fucking dog. Like, I don't know why everybody's flying with a dog now, bro. Like, the dog took the wettest, nastiest shit. And, like, the whole, bro, I'm telling you, like, I got up, like, and I was like, because, like, I literally just couldn't sit there no more. I was like, oh, I'm having anxiety. So I get up, I go to the bathroom, I'm like, oh, shit, what the fuck? And I'm like, I think it's just a closeness with everything. So, okay, cool. I take a piss in the bathroom, and I'm like, what the fuck? Get out of the bathroom, and my seat right there, like, because it's right by the bathroom. I didn't want to go sit down, so I'm trying to, like, buy time. But, like, bro, the claustrophobia was fucking with me so crazy. It's like anxiety, and I've never really used to have that. I used to fly, and there's nothing wrong with coach, by the way. Like, I've flown a lot, you know what I mean? Like, coach, too. But these days, bro, I can't do it, bro. Like, I remember one of one time I really had a bad anxiety attack. I was coming back from LA, and I almost, like, midair, I almost was like, yo, I gotta act up right now for them to emergency land this bitch. I gotta get off of this plane. Like, by the way, anxiety is like a real thing. Like, immediately I was like, yo, they gotta land this plane right now. I gotta get the fuck off of here. And, like, I've been trying to do, like, these, like, mental exercises of just calming myself down, and also, like, trying to fall asleep, obviously. But, like, shit, it's like I get anxiety on the plane now. I don't know what it is. It's fucking weird. Somebody said drink. Nah, I'm not into, like, taking Xans and nothing like that. Like, I'll drink some liquor, clearly, but, like, bro, I feel like I've developed the anxiety because of the flights. And it's fucking with me because, like, I've never been that type of person. So now I'm wondering, like, what the fuck, like, what's going on with me? Like, I thought about everything. I'm like, wait, is it because I gained some weight? I'm like, nigga, maybe I'm just too big for the I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm like, wait, is it because, like, I know when it first started, the very first time it started, real talk, the very first time, I'm fucking sitting there, I get on the plane, and sometimes before they officially, like, spool up the engines, I've been watching a lot of plane videos too. I don't know what the fuck's going on with me. So before they really gas up the shit, the plane is hot as hell. And I think, like, part of claustrophobia is kind of being boxed in and kind of being hot. Like, I just felt like like, I don't know. But that's when the first time I had some, like, I got to get off of this plane. I cannot be here. And once everybody buckle in, I'm like, I cannot be here. But it's kind of came back a few different times. I don't know. I'm trying to look into that. Somebody said X said I had it a while ago. No way. Nah, I take the vaccine. Shut the fuck up. No, like, bro, I get through it, but so this is what I've had to do. I've literally had to close my eyes, and I've literally had to, like, think of another, like, I have to, like, just put a whole different thing in my mind where I'm, like, free and I'm, like, I can move around. And I don't know if it's, like, just me being scared of, like, closed spaces. I don't know if it's sometimes the heat. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the proximity of people. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm just being honest. I don't know. Anyway, I'm monitoring that shit. What I realized is that when I'm in first class, I don't give a fuck because I just sleep. And I just order liquor and I say, give me a Bacardi and Diet Coke. And I drink that shit. I drink 3 of them. And I'm sleeping the whole flight. I don't know.